Welcome to another episode, ET Talks. We got Pop in the building. What's up, Pop?
Going on? How the people doing out there? Yeah, we back. We back at it.
Yeah, last time it was people enjoyed the conversation, man. So we got to bring you back on.
No doubt, happy to be back, big.
All right. So last time we was here, we was talking about basketball. We talked a little bit about Colombia. You know what I mean? Now, today I kind of wanted to get into something. Huh?
That was iced tea. I ain't drinking booze in the middle of the day. You know what I mean?
No, I got you.
Alcoholic and all that.
Yeah. No, I just want to get into something that we always debate. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk more NBA, but, some more music, and we're going to do some more random questions as well.
All right.
So let's kick it off, man. I want to make sure we get this in. So let's start off with the hip hop.
Yeah.
All right. Now, what I want to know is, because, we always talk about all time and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But we talk about, let's say from 2000, let's say the last 10 years, for 2000, the last decade, 2010 to 2020. You know what I'm saying? If they were relevant in that decade, who you think the top 3 MCs of that decade was?
The last 10 years?
Yeah.
I'm at Kendrick. Kendrick number 1.
You fuck with Kendrick?
I like Kendrick. Yeah, I mean,
Is it by default?
No, you know what it is? Because he got bars. He can rap. But he do the weird voice thing too much.
I was about to say, yo, you know what my problem was, right? I used to work at a spot with these young dudes, man, and they used to always be schooling like, yo, man, I'm telling you, Kendrick is that, he that. I'm like, all right, well, let me hear something. Like, you know what I mean? This is when they first started. I started noticing that people was putting him up there in their top 5 of all 10 and all that, right? So they're like, yo, man, like, you know what I'm saying? He said this. I'm like, he did. I'm like, yeah, that was all right. You know what I'm saying? And then they'll hear this. And then when they let me hear it, he's like,
he got bars, but he don't put it together right.
I'm like, yo, that sounds horrible.
Run through the bars.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, it don't matter what you say, my nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it does matter what you say, but your flow also has to be, like, people don't know that. Like, people that don't know rap on music don't know that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Any Joe Schmo out here could just pull out his pad.
There's a lot of rappers with bars who are not good rappers.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. You got niggas that do the battle rap shit, man. They don't do no beat, like, you know what I mean. And they sound totally different on the song, like. You know what I mean?
Like Cannabis got bars, but it's like you don't want to listen to Cannabis.
But yeah, but Cannabis's delivery is better than like Kendrick Lamar's. Like his is he ruins what he says the way. Huh?
Joe Button got bars, but you can't listen to an hour of Joe Button.
I can listen to 2 hours of Joe Button, man.
Oh no!
But no, I'm saying, but listen though, when he
got the worst rap voice in history. Him or Lloyd Banks.
Lloyd Banks has a bad rap
voice. They rap voice. It's horrible.
You think so?
It's horrible.
Nah, I could see if you said Joel Ortiz or something. But
he don't even. Does he even count? I don't even count.
Like, because Joel Ortiz is nasty, but it's just like
he another guy. He got bars, but it's like I don't want. What are you talking about? I don't want to listen to you.
Yeah, because it's the way he says it.
He got a genitive face.
Yeah, I mean, and everything goes into it, right? Like, have you ever listened to a rapper?
Yeah, like, I don't believe that you said. Like,
have you ever listened to a rapper before, and you're like, I think he's all right, and then you look at him, and you're like, I can't
even do it.
Have you ever done that before?
Yeah, half of these rappers now is like, I can't.
No offense.
You got pink dreads. I can't listen to you. Like,
yeah, exactly. But no offense, man. Your man Benny the Butcher, yo. Like I just can't. I can't look at. I realize why I can't embrace
Well,
him.
soon too, because he just got shot.
Yeah, Houston or something, right?
Yeah, Texas, he just got shot. But what would you say about Benny? I like Benny.
I like Benny too. Yo, I realized what happened with me and him, yo. Because he's nasty. Like, you know what I mean? Nobody's ever heard me say that he's not nice.
Mm-hmm.
He's disgusting. But I think I saw a picture of him before I actually heard him. And he just screwed me up, man. Like, he got like
his
70s.
sideburns. he got a 1975 face, like.
Yeah. Like, you know what I mean?
Like he's supposed to be an Ohio player or something.
Yeah, like he looked crazy, like one of the OJs or something, man.
Yeah, his hairline is
Yo, he had
too old for
with
his
the
face.
connect stopping here.
And then he got the little weird, like my beard don't grow sideburns. So yeah, I feel you. He got a weird, rap is weird. It's fickle, like, you know what I mean?
Exactly. Anything can turn you off of this person. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That made me think that he was corny. If I just heard him and I pictured in my mind what a person was like before that, and I never saw him, like his man looked more normal. Like
West Side Gun, he the star of the show. He the star over there.
I don't like him, man.
No, but he got the aura. He got the look going.
But the other dude, like the dude that got shot, like he at least got
Conway.
He like a normal dude walking the street that you can see anywhere. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, besides.
I mean, he got shot in the face.
But I mean, yeah, but he looks like a normal, like he dresses normal.
Besides him getting shot in the face, he look normal.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Benny look crazy. I picture sideburns when he's rapping. Like,
yeah, nah, Benny.
I can't get over it. And yo, my dude, people be forgetting, like, back in the day, like rappers used to want to be like, that was part of it. Like, come on, man. I mean, like, you know what I mean? I used to want to look like, I wanted to dress like, if I saw Jay-Z dress or wear his hat a certain way, I wanted to do that. You know what I'm saying? Nas, or, Big, any of these dudes, man. Like Big, when you think of Big.
But see, you got to understand, though, the rap game changed when the South took over.
When
they're not stylish. The style's not proper. You know what I mean? So you getting a lot of like country. They don't know how to get fly. So people look a mess now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and
they just messed it up. No disrespect, but they just messed it up.
They messed it up. They messed up that, and they messed up. What's funny? It's like you take a dude like T.I., right? Now, this is a perfect example. I was listening yesterday to remember the Kiss the Gang Goodbye remix with Sheik? La, 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 that shit. So I'm listening to that, right? And I didn't, if Sheik come on, he rips the shit, right? Beanie Siegel come on, or Fab came on after that, actually, ripped that shit. Beanie Siegel came on, ripped that shit, right? And then T.I. came on and it was like, you don't even sound right on that beat. Like it just sounds terrible. Like, you know what I mean? I couldn't even, like, it was just bad. Like, you know what I mean? And that's part of the reason. It's like, yo, bro, a nigga's voice from the East Coast sounds good on anything. Like when you put a nigga on a down south beat from the East Coast, it still sounds crazy. It might even sound better. Like, you know what I mean? You put one of them niggas on up here, it sounds horrible. Like, you know what I'm saying?
A lot of them, I mean, you got a couple that could you know what I mean, could compete and can hang, but
just like what's your man name? Dude from Atlanta. What's his name? Sahai
the Prince.
Sahai the Prince. Another dude.
He can rap though.
He can rap. He just looks funny, man.
Yeah, he no.
Like he just.
That's why he writes. That's why he's a ghostwriter. That's why he writes bars. God, no disrespect. We can't sell you, baby. You look like the man your Foot Lockers is saying, like, you know what I mean? I mean, these are the 11.
We can't sell you, bro.
Yeah, I can't. No, nobody want to be. Nobody, no kid wants to grow up and be Sahai the Prince.
Exactly. And you know what's funny? Like the bar just keeps going from up here to down here to down here to down here to the point where I'm looking at certain stuff I took not even took for granted, but just regular stuff. Like I used to bang on Jay-Z, right? And then now I'm looking at it, I'm like, damn, man, I never like I said, everybody you had to be nice before. So we was nitpicking when we was talking about other people, right?
Like you said, the standards before were totally different. Now
I'm begging for a new Jay-Z now. I'm begging for
something with like a total package. You know what I mean? Before you had to have bars and you had to make a good song and you had to look cool.
It had to be everything, bro. What happened? Like, now it's like I find myself dropping. I find myself, and this is y'all stay getting on me like, man, you still think it's 1996 or 2000. And not because I don't want to drop that bar, bro. I don't want to be like, well, he's nice because everybody else sucks.
Yeah, I mean, look, there's nothing wrong with that. Taking it to how we were talking sports before. If Michael Jordan is the best that you've seen, then he's the best.
Yeah.
It don't matter how far away from that you get. If that's the best, then it's like, yo, until you pass that bar, that's the best.
Exactly.
So the
that's
90s,
how I feel. So when y'all tell me, so when I hear like, yo, Tex or you or Ronnie, anybody tells me, they'll be like, yo, this nigga nasty, you heard him? My bar automatically goes up to where it was before, is what nasty was. Before I heard nasty, I was like, oh, that was pun. Pun is nasty. Like, you know what I mean? Or anybody who fell below, like AZ was nasty, or anybody who fell below that bar, you was just like,
he's all right. He's just all right.
Yeah, he's okay. Like, you know what I
mean? But going back to your original question, Kendrick meets those standards, but he also got the Lil Wayne, Eminem influence where it's like, you know, you're doing too much. You know what I mean? You're doing too much with the voice and the flow. It's doing too much.
But he don't even rap on half of his songs, son.
That's what I'm saying. He do too much of the experimental. But if you ask me the top three in the last 10 years, he's going to be probably number one. Let me see. Who else? You got to put Drake number two. Just off the success alone. I mean, I like Drake as a singer. I don't like him as a rapper, but that's me. But I don't respect his pen game though. Because he got outed as a ghost. He having a ghostwriter. So how could I respect
your money? That's not even shamed upon anymore, bro. Like
no. That's shameful. You lose mad credibility. But I'm saying if you have to say the top, no. But we talking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He gets shamed. Like you can't. I don't.
Like when them lists come out, bro. Like you know what's crazy? Like when them lists come out, like you know, everybody like not too long ago, maybe 6-7 months ago, or maybe even a year ago. I can't remember. But bro, everybody came out with like their top 50 or top 100 or top something, right? And they would have these dudes. They had 50, remember? But they would have these dudes. If I put Drake here because this, I put this dude here because that, I put this dude. I'm like, hold on. Why don't you judge everybody by the same standard? That's not fair. You putting him, so that's basically you got a list of not people you think is the best. You got the list of people you think is a preference. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
we can't
I put Drake at 20 just because, come on, man. Nobody has this 15-year run of hits. Okay, so is that the standard? Because then what about, like, you know what I mean? What about this dude? What about that dude? Like, you know what I mean? Like, judge everybody, but his bars are down here, but it don't matter. He might not write it, but it don't matter because it's like, bro, stop making different.
If you want to be on the top 10 list for rappers, you got to rate your bars, man. All of them.
Otherwise, what's the difference between him and Diddy? Like if Diddy came out and said some hot shit, nobody pays attention to it. You know why? Because they know that he's not gonna. They know that he didn't write it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Even though Kanye catalog is top 5, but now maybe not top 10, but top 10. His catalog is top 10, but
I mean, but in the ear to be
he don't write all his rhymes, so you can't
now. If he was rhyming like the first album I got, Yeah, second one, a little bit below that. Yeah, third one, a little bit below that. But yeah, like Nasty, but like you know what I mean, as just that
So you
part,
think
bro.
Kanye's first album is his best album?
Me, yeah, hell yeah. I still bump his first album.
You think that's his best album though?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
I didn't
Cause
listen
he
to
got
after
Dark
I
Twisted
stopped listening
Fantasy.
to him after like '08.
I'm saying he got Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Give me the main song off that one.
He got All of the Lights, Power. So Paul.
Yeah, what was it? That was probably
like 2010.
2008, 2009 or something right there, right? Or
I
2010.
think it was 2010.
Okay.
But
well,
I'm
yeah,
saying that
I was still
album,
listening to that.
Graduation. He got the Life of Pablo. He got some joints. Kanye got joints now.
Yo, I listened to every song off that. When that first album came, I mean, he kind of changed him and
Yeah, he made it he like the first not cool rapper.
The first non-gangster.
Yeah, non-gangster. I'm not gonna say not cool because he was cool, but it was like not the traditional
it wasn't
street
traditional
hood.
backpack. He was wearing backpack rappers.
He was
That's
like
where
a
that came from.
he was like a designer backpack nigga. Yeah, exactly.
But I respected him when he first came out because I thought he was in that because he was always with Mos Def and Talib, so I thought he was with that whole lyricist lounge type of thing.
Yeah, he was bohemian with it.
Bohemian.
Right.
Yeah,
he wound up flipping the script. He flipped the script crazy.
Yeah.
But all right, but so yeah, I got Kendrick. I'll put Drake there just because you sound crazy if you don't put Drake there. Even though he has no classic albums though. And I don't even have a third guy.
That's crazy, bro. Is that not
crazy? Because the guy, no, that's horrible. But the guy I like probably the third most. Like he's not a rapper. Travis Scott's not a rapper.
I mean, I can't comment on. I'm not gonna comment on anything that I'm not knowledgeable about. So,
but I like his music though.
If I hear something from him, I would have to. I don't know. I know obviously he's a star. I know who he is. Obviously, I heard the name, but
that's what I'm saying. I don't know if you can even consider that rap. That's like Missy Elliott type shit. Like,
but
it's hip hop, but it's not rap. Like
to me, from people I heard, I mean, probably Meek Mill #1. If it wasn't for that, he had 2 years of just shamefulness because he lost the battle to Drake and but he's my type of rap, like what I mean, and he can rhyme, like what I'm saying. So I
like Meek.
Yeah, rhymes mixed with good music. Him and Rick Ross probably.
I didn't even because I mean, it's Rick Ross is before last decade though.
He didn't hit his prime to like the Maybach music.
If you could throw Rick Ross in there, then I'm throwing Rick Ross in there.
Yeah, like he didn't hit.
I'll put him number one. I'll put him number one then.
Yeah, he didn't.
I'll take his catalog over Kendrick's catalog.
Me too. I'll take him in every category over Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So yeah, okay. So Ross, Kendrick. I still have to put Drake there.
Yeah, I had to go with Rick Ross, Meek Mill. And if Drake was writing his rhymes, probably, yeah. But if we gonna, yeah.
I mean, he kind of like, you gotta put him there just because he got so many hit records. But I don't like any of his albums though. None of his albums move me at all. Zero.
I mean, he's kind of like that. He sings half the album, right? And then he got some rap in it. I don't know, man.
That'd be his best shit too. His best joints be the singing joints.
How you feel about that Chicago rap?
I like rest in peace, King Von. I like Chicago rappers. You know what I mean? I like that. I grew up, you know what I mean? Snoop Dogg and Dre and them was coming out when I started listening to rap. The Chronic. That's when I started listening to rap.
I think what you like about it.
Day.
I think what you like about it is probably the same thing I like about it, which is the music matches.
Everything go together.
Yeah, the music matches the city.
Go together.
There's a reason why that comes together, right? Like New York music used to sound like New York music, LA music used to sound like LA music. Like who's that dude named Roddy Ricch? Like I would never guess he was from Compton, like, or where is he from? LA or Compton? It's just like, come on, man. I'm used to the
got the little X-Girl and all that. We not room.
Yeah, I'm used to the game or like, you know what I mean?
Nipsey Hussle or YG or something.
Nipsey, I mean, even YG, I don't know what is he? What does he do? Is he a singer?
Listen, man, he's a disappointment. He's a disappointment because when he came out, he was thorough.
What did he do? Is he rapping?
He was a rapper. His first album is Hard Body. And then the more famous he got, he started getting strings. Now he on his album cover wearing like Chinese slippers and all that. He's weird. He done welled out. He did some weirdo. It's like when the game got the butterfly on his face. It's like, what's going on? I don't know. LA is different. LA is a different kind of place though. And I'm gonna tell, okay, going back to Kendrick, the reason why it took me a minute to warm up to Kendrick, right? Take the movie Menace to Society, right? Most rappers are Old Dog.
Yeah.
They Kane.
The way we grew up listening, yeah.
They Wax, right? They in the street. They selling coke. They shooting guns. Kendrick is Sharif. He the nigga leaning on the cooler and all that. Like, you brothers poisoning yourself.
He would be the West Coast version of Nas if he just had a regular flow. Like,
but that's what I'm saying. It's not that, like, Nas was in the mix. Like, you listen to Nas raps, he's in the mix. Kendrick Lamar is like, he over here judging you. It's not like a negative judgment, but you know what I'm saying? He's not like acting like I'm with the business. Like, it's like I'm here, but I'm not really.
No, I get it.
Involved. You get what I mean? It's like a different perspective.
No. He's talking about shit from the same shit, but like from a different perspective. Like instead of being in it, he's talking about it from over there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like,
I get what you're saying. Everything.
I look at it like Sharif. Whenever I think of him, I think of Sharif from Menace. It's like, okay, you in the streets, you in the hood with everybody, but you're not really the participant like everybody else that's rapping is. Everybody else rapping is a participant, and you kind of like off to the side. You know what I mean? With a different view of it. I don't know, but I like Kendrick.
All right, cool. So enough talking about that lame era of rap. Do you see it coming back, or what do you see?
I mean, it's hard because even like, and it's crazy because a lot of these rappers be getting killed. Like, take like Pop Smoke, who's supposed to be bringing back the feel.
I like what they're doing in Brooklyn, but is that really rap? Like,
that's what I'm saying. It's not really the same thing. Like, I don't think cats want to rap like that.
Niggas know I like 504, and like that's my guy, yo. I fuck with 504 all day. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's rapping.
Cool.
It might not be to the point where his bars is crazy. He's kind of simple. He's kind of like, he reminds me like a Nori. The Nori when he's not the CNN Nori before when he first came out, but he actually had a little bit of bars.
The Grammy album Nori.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Or even the first album, like, you know what I mean? His first
album.
Nori. Yeah. This album was an 8, next album's a 10. Well, you know.
And hold on, NORE is a classic.
Yeah, but he was saying shit like that. But that's what I'm saying. That's what I like.
I was watching him on Drink Champs, and Nori said he had the best verse on Banned from TV. That's crazy. You know, he should never be allowed to say that again. He had the worst verse on the song, period.
By far, big pun. And then
Nori had the worst verse on the joint.
Hell yeah. Like LL.
Nature's verse was crazy. Cam's verse was crazy. Styles and Styles and Jadakiss was crazy.
Yeah, it was Pun, and then
Nori, stop.
Nature, right?
Nature had that's Nature's best verse of his whole life.
Yeah. Well, no, Nature was nasty, bro. Honestly.
That's the best verse of his career. See me at 6'1", weigh $170. Yeah, that's his best verse. Nothing else he was spit like that. He was, and I had his first album. He wasn't spit like that.
No, his album stinks. But he like if you listen to the Firm album or you listen to he was like there's no lyrical drop off between him and AZ.
No, that's true.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's true. No, I'll give you that.
You know who he is? He's Bacon.
He's what?
Bacon.
Bacon.
I'm explaining. Would you go somewhere and order bacon by itself?
Not really.
No, you wouldn't have bacon for dinner. You wouldn't have bacon for breakfast.
Nah.
But you have bacon with the eggs. You have bacon with the burger. Like
he got to be on a group record.
He's fries. He's bacon. He's potatoes. You know what I'm saying?
He's a side. He's not the entree. He's
Tito, man. Or Tito or Jermaine. Like, nobody want to hear a whole album. Jermaine, come on, man. Like, you know what I mean?
Nature. Shout out to Nature, dog. I mean, I feel like every time me and you get on here, we start kicking niggas in their back. But I'm just saying, Nature, stop it. You did your thing on Bed from TV, though. That's a fact.
Well, hold on. Let's keep it real. Like, I would beg for some Nature today, not 50. And this is another.
I'm just yeah. Please, old rappers, please.
Like, I would beg for if a new person came out and it was Nature reincarnated back in 1997, he would look so good compared to everybody else right now. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Because K Slay, did you see this? K Slay got a song that's like 30 minutes long. Have you seen this video?
That's probably what Tech sent me in the text message.
It's called like 50, Rolling 50 Deep.
Yeah, Rolling 50 Deep, yeah.
And a lot of them dudes on there do not need to be recording videos anymore. It's over, baby.
I only saw Sheik Luch, and that's the only person I saw. I had to turn it off because I was
old ass Melly Mel in the video. It's like, come on, Melly Mel. You're easily somebody's grandfather.
Yo, that's like the 5 Fingers of Death, I think it was. That was it, right?
Whatever it was, man. It wasn't right, man.
No, this is my problem, right? So then another problem I had with Benny the Butcher and them, right? The reason it's kind of like that. I feel like they would sell their soul. They would cut off their right arm to be back in 1995, right? Like, they're trying to get love from 48-year-old rappers, bro. Like, Tex sent me something with I think then they did a song with Cormega. And he's like, yo, nigga, you doing everything with your favorite rapper, like with your favorite rappers, nigga. Like, all your favorite rappers are co-signer. He's like, so you don't like Cormega? I'm like, bro, I love Cormega at 25. I love Cormega at 25. I love Cormega's 49 years old, bro. Like, don't send me something when they ripping this nigga. He sound like he don't even belong on the song. He's 49 years old. Come on,
yo,
man.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Yo, listen, if somebody hasn't called you a legend, if it's not consensus that you a legend, stop rapping, man. I don't want to hear you.
No, I want to hear you, and not because I don't want to hear you. I want to hear you. I want to remember you for what you were.
Yeah, you know, just play your old joints. We don't want to hear no new music from you old niggas.
And this is, but it's like, it
sounds disrespectful, but it's like, come on, man.
Nah, but you know what this is what we need from the old niggas though, right? Because the reason the game is the way it is now is because of these motherfuckers. They're the ones that fuck the game up. And I'm gonna tell you how, bro. You know what I'm saying? Now, this is the first generation of rappers that went past the baton, my nigga. Jay-Z came out with his own, like, you know what I mean? When Jay-Z did with Rockefeller, went to Roc Nation. Jay-Z is still relevant. He could drop a verse today because he has relevant artists on his label.
Mm-hmm.
Rick Ross stayed relevant because of Meek Mill. he can jump on a bunch of Meek Mill songs and Meek Mill is still popping. You know what I'm saying? Niggas don't want to hear 50 no more because Banks, because niggas don't want to hear Banks, so they don't want to hear Yayo. If 50 had Kendrick Lamar, if he signed Kendrick Lamar, then you can still hear 50 on relevant songs and kind of like with Pop Smoke or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that Pop Smoke song with #1 and he's on it. Like, you know what I'm saying? But niggas didn't pass the baton. Like the Locks, instead of them being at 40 and being like, all right, well, you know what? I mean, can we really change our legacy? How many more albums can we drop? Why can't we be Jay-Z? Let's go out. And then Locks fans, like you have a transition that way. There's no transition. We're the Queensbridge rappers, bro. We haven't been alive when Queensbridge wasn't relevant, bro. It went from Sham to and Marley Marl and them to Nas to Mobb Deep to, you know what I'm saying? And then just stopped because these niggas didn't put nobody on.
They ain't put nobody on from Queensbridge.
I'm just saying, like, there's no connection. Like, bro, nobody stopped and was like, all right, well, you know, I'm not gonna make music no more. I'm gonna have my record label. I'm gonna stay relevant by getting me a Kanye from Queensbridge, getting me a, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, like, put other people on, like, you know what I'm saying? And
well, you gotta remember, these dudes became real stars though. So it's not like they're not disposable. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be like, oh, Nas, you out of here, or the Locks, you out of here. Like, they got staying power. They was hot for 20 years. So it's like, even if I put you on J Hood, like you gonna drop the ball. Even if Cam give it to Juelz dropped the ball.
Yeah, that dropped, but look what Cam had. Cam was responsible.
He tried to give it to Memphis Bleak and Beans. They wasn't cut for it. So, you know what I mean? It's just like, yo, they just had more staying power.
But Jay-Z still got what? Rihanna?
I mean, he done elevated to a whole new level. He the greatest of all time, man.
Yeah, but he can still, like, you know, like I'm saying though, like these dudes are like Diddy outlasted people that are way better. That people would rather hear. It's crazy. A Diddy album will probably be more accepted today, him at 50, than a Beanie Siegel album, maybe, I want to say, or maybe like somebody that's way better than him. I'm just trying to say, like, you know what I mean?
No, because, I feel you.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And then it just got to the point where our sound got muted because it's like, all right, well, come on, man. Let's be realistic. Everybody, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a point where even the best just aren't relevant no more, bro. I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like, people didn't listen to 35 years of the Jackson 5.
Nah,
like, you know what I'm saying? At some point, your time is to be over, but you can stay on by finding the Meek Mill, by finding these dudes and still being, and then jumping on their shit. You can still rap, jump on their shit. You. Like, you know what I'm saying? But these dudes still dropping their albums. Like, come on, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? So when they weren't hot anymore and nobody wanted to hear them no more, not to say we'll always want to hear them because they could rap their asses off, right? But
yeah,
when nobody wanted to hear them worldwide anymore, their whole reign stopped. Now you can come out with artists. Ain't nobody want to listen to it. Nobody cares. Like, you know what I'm saying? But when you are hot, you got to keep around people around you that's hot, so that you can stay hot when you're not hot anymore, and nobody even knows that you're not hot. Like, if that makes sense, you know what I'm saying?
No, I feel you. I definitely feel you.
So I mean, that generation really dropped the ball. They didn't go out and do their due diligence.
And then you gotta remember, rap became more like regional. So remember, they had like, Houston had a summer where all the rappers from Houston came out and was hot, right? You had UGK and Slim Thug, Mike Jones, Paul, all of them came out like 1 year.
Yeah.
And then in Atlanta, they had Little John and the Young Bloods, and there was 100 of them niggas came out one summer. And then St. Louis had a summer where it was Nelly and Chingy and Jake.
But then Atlanta never stopped though. That's the thing. Like, Atlanta still.
Yeah, but that's the thing. If you look at a map, most of the country is country.
So we had this conversation. Remember, like 80% of that's why Trump won. That's the first time, right?
Yeah, so once they got a hold of it, they like, oh, we're gonna tell everybody else what's cool. Yeah, y'all ain't gonna tell us what's cool no more.
They made
so
corny cool. Like, hey, they made country cool and made corny cool, even if it wasn't cool. It's just who's gonna be there. Who's gonna tell them that? Like you got one city telling or one coast telling all y'all niggas that shit is corny. But you know, New York,
they're not gonna listen. They're gonna be like, "Oh, your town is this big." At the end of the day, we don't want to hear that shit.
But it's funny because New York never knew the power that they didn't have that. Look, the country was always that big, bro.
Yeah, but they started giving everybody an outlet.
But we had all
before they had an outlet.
But we had all the power. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Think about it. Remember the West Coast was running shit back in the day, right? You keep it honest with you, my nigga. Like, I learned that shit watching documentaries and all this other shit, right? I didn't know the West Coast was running shit. I mean, I knew Snoop, I knew Dre, I knew Ice Cube. Obviously, when we were growing up, like, they were the stars. But honestly, when I'm listening to rap city, or I'm not Rap City because they had them on. That's how I knew Dre and them, because I knew Dre and Snoop and them because they didn't get played on the radio over here. So I didn't know that they were running shit, because to me, all I knew was Wu-Tang, Biggie, Nas, Mobb Deep, and Gang Starr, and all this shit that was getting played over here, bro. I didn't know that they was running shit because
Tribe Called Quest was popping.
Yeah, the radio was still being run by New York niggas, even when it was their time. And that's why they got mad at us, because it was like, yo, man, how are we running the whole country?
Our shit.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? So we had all the power. Like, you know what I mean? So we can still do that. Like, if that's what I don't understand, how they just gave the power over to Atlanta artists. Why didn't we just still dictate to us? Fine, y'all want to listen to that? This cool. But us over here, we listen to this. Like, to me,
I really don't get it myself. I don't know. It never made sense to me, because I mean, the T.I.s and the Ludacris and
like,
they could rap, but there was people out there that could rap better than them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I mean, when they were getting played on the radio, my nigga, like, they were no threat. Like, just keep it real. Like, that was our time in high school when T.I. or lower, you know what I mean, just getting into college or whatever, right? Just after high school. Like, when T.I. and Ludacris and all them was popping, like, they were no threat. It was kind of like listening, like when Missy came on. That was I would listen to it like I would listen to a Missy song. I didn't take them seriously.
And then you had a couple guys, because you had like Jeezy. When Jeezy came out, his shit was hard.
His shit was hard. But I mean, he wasn't a great rapper. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I thought he was like Nori, right? Or what Nori had become.
I don't know, because Nori to me is kind of like, he started becoming like silly. Like comical. You know what I mean?
Like with the reggae tone and
kind of like.
I know what you said.
It was just like, he was kind of like Ludacris. Like how Ludacris had all the crazy videos and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It kind of took away from what you actually like. Ludacris actually could rap, but it was like you see all his singles was silly, so it's kind of like, eh.
Yeah. I know what you're saying.
But okay, so let's keep it moving. Okay. What's the top 10 albums of all time? Well, give me 5, because 10 is a lot. That's a lot. That's hard. Give me 5.
I don't have to name them in order, right? I can name 10, but it's.
You don't have to be in order. We can debate the order later. What's the best rap album? What's the best rap album of all time? Number 1.
I don't know. Like, I can't really
Because to me, it's only like really.
There's like 8 I mean, like, yo, you could put.
It's only like a handful of albums that you could argue is the best rap album ever.
I would have to say, I mean, like, can I give you a couple of options? So, like, you know,
Yeah. But I'm saying
the
it's only
answers
a
I
few
would
that
find
really
acceptable.
right.
The only album outside of the 90s I would say was the greatest would be Get Rich or Die Trying. So that's a, so I mean, I would put Get Rich or Die Trying over here. Reasonable Doubt.
I mean that belong in the argument.
Yeah. Reasonable Doubt over there.
Reasonable, definitely.
Ready to, I was listening to Ready to Die yesterday. Ready to Die. And Life After Death over there. Regardless of, you know, I don't know how I feel about Tupac, but Machiavelli over here. I don't think it's on the same count. Maybe, I don't know. I would have to break it down. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's not.
36 Chambers.
You gotta put the Chronic. You gotta put Illmatic.
Oh, yeah, the Chronic. Yeah, Illmatic.
Even though it was written.
Yeah, my nigga, it was written. I probably bumped. It was written more than I bumped.
Bless. Oh man, he got the cooties.
I was about to say we're gonna edit that out, but I want niggas scared to approach brother on the street.
Oh, she got COVID. But no, it was written. It's slept on.
You know why? Because
Jay-Z said when was
stupid niggas don't
get the hell out of here with that.
Yeah,
garbage.
Like come on, bro. It was written. I'll tell you this: More Than Ready to Die, Life After Death came after that, because like, you know what I'm saying. But when it was written, came out, and this is a test. This is anybody. I'm talking about Rodney. I'm talking about niggas that was here that know me or that we would know in fifth grade. I don't know if they forgot, but nigga, that was the most popular album, hands down. I'm talking about niggas everywhere you go down Jacoby, niggas is playing that shit out the windows. Niggas is every song, every car that goes by is playing something from that album.
Yeah, the classic.
Yeah, like so. I mean, like niggas that's the first album that I saw like that. I mean, then of course when Life After Death came out when Biggie first died, you know what I'm saying, in school niggas was like saying that. But I mean, it was written like you wasn't cool if you didn't have it was written. I heard that shit everywhere. It was playing out everybody's window. Niggas, I mean, niggas knew me back in the day for walking around with the. I think this might be before you.
Yeah, I ain't move out here to like.
Yeah, but niggas knew me back in the day for walking around town with the boom box and shit. You know what I'm saying? I used to walk around with the radio. Press my shit all the time. So niggas knew me for that. You know what I'm saying?
I throw the glasses off for that one. Oh, get the boom box on. But yeah, no. Let me see. Did you miss anything? You could have said Doggy Style. That got to go up there.
I'm talking. Actually, I did listen to Doggy Style. So yeah.
Only Built for Cuban Links.
I mean, I wasn't done. Where was I at?
Oh, my bad. We was at
I was like at 7 or 6, maybe, right?
You had Get Rich or Die Trying. You had Reasonable. You had both Biggie's first albums.
We can count that as one.
You had 36 Chambers.
36 Chambers. Moment of Truth.
Moment of Truth.
Gangstar shit.
All right. I'm gonna let you rock. This is your list.
What else? Did I say something else? Oh, it was one of the Nas albums. It was either. I mean, I could put both in there.
It was written. I mean,
it was written and Illmatic. I guess you could put both of them. I mean, I just don't want to take up space, man, because then 10 wouldn't be enough. So it was written in. I'm gonna just put those as Nas albums. So I'm gonna count that as one, right? I remember when you see when Quiet Storm came out, Hell on Earth. All right, I'm gonna go with Hell on Earth. I mean, I could put a lot of Mobb Deep albums up there, but I'm gonna go with Hell on Earth and
You're a big Mobb Deep fan.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I mean, obviously not too much after. Well, no, they made great songs still, actually, after like 2000. But after P had got off whatever he was off, man, his lyrical ability he just went from one of the best lyricists in the game to.
That's because Jay-Z put him out there in the little Michael Jackson outfit. He was never the same after that.
But before that, yo, it was like, I mean, that shouldn't stop your lyrical ability.
He had the same confidence.
I wish he had did that to 1998 Prodigy. Hell on Earth. Now I'm just running down my favorite albums. All
right, another question, because I mean,
yeah,
that's a hard. That's why I said 5. 10 is a lot. Once you get the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can think of 5, bang bang. Then after that, it get kind of rough. Who's the most overrated rapper in history? In your opinion?
Kendrick Lamar. I mean, because I heard Rosenberg put him, said that he's never heard a rapper just on the mic. You talking about just on the mic? He doesn't know if he's ever heard another rapper better than him. So if he says that, then
listen. First of all, hold up. First of all, Rosenberg, he's null and void. We don't want your opinion. Don't count, bro. Sorry. Put the glasses back on. Your opinion don't count, B. You know what I mean? Because you likely to put the Beastie Boys up there, Rosenberg. That don't count, bro. Mm-hmm.
And
so we were talking about Rosenberg. Fugazi. We don't want to hear what you got to say, Rosenberg. For real. We don't want to hear you. Shit, Rosenberg. Listen.
Yo, let me ask you, I'm sorry, not to cut you off, and this is an important topic. So I'm not going to cut you off, but I meant to ask you about this, man. Like, have you ever heard of that? Is it Bushwick Zombies or?
Oh yeah.
And then like they in there with the other dude that's supposed to be lyrical, yo.
I saw them Brooklyn Zombies or Bushwick Zombies.
I saw them Zombies, but then they combined with like a whole bunch of other Brooklyn rappers, and they supposed to be like a lyrical. They just weird, man. Joey Jihad. Is that his name? No, Joey Jihad, the Philly dude.
That's the dude that got knocked out in Philly.
Yeah, I'm talking about the what's the dude from Brooklyn that had that beef with Troy Ave? He's supposed to be lyrical.
Joey Badass?
Joey Badass. There you go. It was him and like other Brooklyn rappers. I guess they formed a group with them, Bushwick Zombies, him, and they did. If you look on YouTube, they did like a Rap City. I didn't know Rap City was back, but I guess there was like a Rap City in the Booth freestyle. And it was like 11 of them, and he was in there.
They go crazy?
Ah, man, it was just like I was like, yo, it's just good, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? And them niggas thought like, and you know what's crazy?
Nah, man, hell no, this shit wasn't crazy.
Yo, man, my nigga.
But yo, look, hold up. The most overrated rappers.
Besides,
because you said Kendrick, and I think Kendrick actually rap. He got good albums. He's consistent.
Yeah, I mean, but you know, like I said, I won't drop my standards. So if he's gonna be put in the top 10, like a lot of niggas, like Billboard had him number 10 or number 9 of all time or something like that.
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. But look, Eminem.
Nah, because Eminem can rhyme. If you tell me his music sucks.
And Lil Wayne, overrated, both of them.
All right, let's put this in perspective though.
What's the best Lil Wayne album?
The best Lil Wayne album to me was the album he did deliver. I can't front. When everybody was saying he's the best, he's the best, he's the best out now, and then all of a sudden, and then his album was about to come out, and everybody's like, all right, well, let's see what he does this album. What Young Money, the first Young Money album, I think, right?
With the Carter 2?
Carter, it was one of those Carters. It was all right. He had the song on there where he's pretending to be a doctor, and he was supposed to be fixing MCs. So like, oh, what's wrong with this one?
That's the Carter 3?
Is that what it was?
That shit is trash.
That shit was all right. That song right there. Like, see, look, that was
Carter 3 is no. You gotta be talking about a different album. The shit with Jay-Z on it.
Hey, Mr. Carter, that shit. Yeah, that shit. Yeah, that was his best album to me.
When the last time you listened to that?
I mean, I'm not a Lil Wayne fan, but I'm saying we gotta put it in perspective. Like,
what I'm saying. Oh shit! You talking about this nigga, my whole little. He trying to send some voodoo over here, shit, that New Orleans shit. But look, that shit is trash. Trust me, you can't listen to it. Like we talk about listening to albums from. I was listening to The Chronic earlier.
But yeah, if you compare it to The Chronic, then yeah. But this is what I'm saying.
It don't ever end.
Lil Wayne is exactly. I don't think anybody puts him in that.
They do.
I mean, not none of us. All right.
He
you have to change the question. Change the question around. Now, look, people. I've never heard anybody put Lil Wayne in their top 10. But if somebody's saying Lil Wayne, then yes.
You never heard nobody put Lil Wayne in a top 10.
I mean, I gotta think. Maybe if I think about it, but
everybody put him in a top 10.
I mean, of rappers that were out at the time, I've heard people say he's the best out now, or all this, all that, blah, blah. And, like I said, the cover was bare before. So, what are we talking about, really?
You say he overrated to me. I think
but he's overrated if you're going to think he's good.
If you think that he's a top 10 rapper, then you overrated him. He can't rap.
Nah, he can't. All right.
Eminem is...
Eminem can rap.
But Eminem got skills.
But he can't make music.
He hasn't had a hot record since 2001.
Yeah, but I mean, nobody ever listened to. See, this is the thing that they're talking about on Vlad TV. Like, this is what a lot of people had a problem with Eminem because like nobody's listening to Eminem in the hood. It was like, yeah, man, he don't make. See, niggas didn't fuck with Eminem because they knew that nobody didn't fuck with it. They knew they didn't like his music, but they wasn't gonna say that shit because they don't want to get into a battle with Nick.
Listen, once Dre stopped picking all his beats, he fell off.
Even when Dre was picking his beats, nigga, he was making.
I'm saying once he started making his own shit, that's when he started doing all that burning Michael Jackson hair in the video, and he started doing all that weirdo. He got extra weirdo.
Yeah, I mean, look, I was never an Eminem fan before because of what we talking about. Because, like, there's levels to this shit, right? There is I'm gonna call you out by what you're known for and what people think they know you for, right? So to me, when you're saying overrated, right? Mm-hmm. I don't think anybody fucks with Eminem's music. So, but if you're saying he's not overrated as an MC, so that's what I think people know him for is just being nice on the mic. So, I mean, he did rip Jay-Z. So, I mean, whoa! He got him, bro. He got him on that.
What song?
Renegade, man.
Hell no. That's the power of suggestion. No. Nas said it does not make that true.
No, everybody said that, nigga. Even Jay-Z said it. Even Jay-Z said it.
Huh? Off and my pops left me, off that my mama wasn't home.
He was stealing rhymes from, I don't know if you noticed that he actually stole rhymes from, those are rhymes borrowed from other people in that too. But
listen, it don't matter. But, it does not matter. He fucked Eminem up on that. Excuse me my language. He whooped Eminem's ass.
But the reason, from what I hear, when people are explaining why Eminem got him on that album, though, people said that Jay-Z went first. I guess they weren't in the studio together. So I'm assuming, if I'm hearing it right, their excuse was kind of like, yo, it wasn't like Jay-Z already laid the song and just left his parts out. So he was able to hear the song and then go in, which is, hard. Like, you know what I'm saying? So from what I hear, if that was correct, like, you know what I'm saying? But when people were just
I mean, I heard that slander before. I'm not co-signing that one, man.
nah,
I can't go.
we got listen. We got you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna have another session. Maybe we could do this tomorrow when we got more time, something, but
yeah, because that
we can go over shit word for word. Like, you know what I'm saying?
please, yeah.
We could do
we
that.
need to get the rap genius out. We gotta get the rap genius out and break these bars down.
Yeah, if you listen to
Jay-Z
what that
shit
nigga
was
saying,
crazy.
bro, he was going off on that shit. Like, you know, but that was a song tailor made for him though. Jay-Z would never made a
Please,
song
if
like
you
that.
are watching this, put it in the comments, man. Who had the better verse, Jay-Z or Eminem? We need the answer, man. Let the people vote.
All right, so get back to what we was on, right? So Eminem, I don't put him as overrated because I think people just know him for his lyrics. So not his lyrics on songs, but like, you know, like if he was the freestyle or something, everybody was fucking with it. So
Anakin.
like, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, I think that's why. So I can't call him overrated because when we talk about Eminem is good, we don't talk about his music. We're just talking about his ability. So
I like how you said that.
Like, you know what I mean? So we got to break the question down. Now, if a nigga is known for having good music and we think his music is trash, then that's something else. You know what I mean?
That's Lil Wayne. That's Lil Wayne.
Listen to my finger right here. There's never, this isn't at you because I ain't trying to be disrespectful.
Oh, I'm like, damn.
This finger is for all of y'all out here. Overrated. What I must say, it has to come up in this conversation. Your man, Pusha T, son. I can't recall. I gotta, bring me, please, because he's supposed to be known for his lyrics. So can you please give me some bars from Pusha T that would break my neck? That
don't put me on the spot. But look, I'm gonna direct you on some shit you need to go listen to though. You gotta go listen to the intro to the Clip's first album. He smoked that. Drug Dealers Anonymous, he smoked that. What was the other joint that the Daytona album, he going crazy on the whole album. I mean, it's only 7 songs, but he went monster, he went bonkers on all 7.
I heard people say that, so I had to go back and listen to it, but I'm like, you don't give me that same feeling. Like, again, that bar. Where's that bar
granted, again, remember, authenticity, we got to believe you. Okay, so when you're talking about your team doing this and your team doing that, then your man go on camera and talk about he told on everybody.
I mean, all right. I'm just talking about what he's saying, like the way, we're just talking about just straight lyrics here, because he's supposed to be known for his lyrics.
We need answers.
Like,
real, we need some answers. But I like Pusha T, but I don't really. There's so many rappers. I'm not gonna say so many, but there's rappers in that same lane that are better than him.
Like, I could see, like,
Kiss his style's better.
Yeah, but like, my nigga, like, all right, before you say me, you cut me off on this, right? Like, there's nobody like when I hear him, I'm like, I'm trying to figure out what is so nice about this nigga. And maybe it's his faces that he makes when he's rapping. His faces, it seems like he's saying something so much better when he's actually saying, oh.
I mean, I would,
but like,
I mean, right, so okay, where you rating him though? You see what I'm saying? So
listen, to me, right, if somebody told me just straight off the street, yo, listen to this nigga rap, he's nasty, and they put on Papoose, I'd be like, oh, of course. This nigga is making raps out of brands on the wall. He's making raps out of you heard that shit?
Yeah, I don't like Papoose though.
Yo, man, but you can't say he can't rap, my nigga. He's doing shit.
No, he can rap, but I'm just saying he don't.
No. But yeah, I'm saying everybody knows what Papooses faults are, but nobody can say the nigga can't rap. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, he got both.
He's like the picture of an MC. Like, you know what I'm saying? Where, okay, like, yo, you saw that shit, but they put it on YouTube, and they put a whole bunch of brands on the wall, like Adidas, Nike.
Yeah, I seen what's his name do that too. Common. I seen Common do that one time.
I doubt it was better than his. I'm like, yo, who can do that? Like,
oh no, crazy. But he was in a room and they was like, yo, potato chips. He's rapping potato chips. Da. Oh, Nike.
Nah,
He
nigga,
started rapping about. He was
he
going
had
off.
this shit on the wall. He was pointing like, yo, my ADD. Like, yo, he was going crazy. I'm like, yo, who can do something like that? Like, that's ridiculous. So if you told me this nigga was nice and I listened to him, I'm like, yo, he can't make a song, but yo, my nigga, I can see why you talking about. I can see why you can enjoy that. That's MCing that is truth. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm listening to him and I'm like, okay. It wasn't bad, but it's not making me fall off my seat like, damn. Like, going off used to be what Big Pun was saying. Like, you gotta remember. All right, so look.
Yeah, he's not. That's what I'm saying. You comparing Pusha T to like 8+ niggas. He not 8+.
So this is what I'm saying. Let me explain this to you, right?
He like a B.
Back in the day, the Locks, they were good, right? But when Big Pun was alive, when Biggie was alive, nobody was naming them. These niggas made them niggas look like Raekwon. These niggas made these niggas look average.
Who look average?
The Locks. This is what I'm saying. The Locks, like, you know what I mean? Like, when they was on a song with Banned from TV, it wasn't like, oh, man, the Locks niggas. Ooh, you hear that? DMX was getting more props out there than the Locks. You know what I'm saying?
But the Locks was they was young boys when Biggie was out.
On Biggie's album. But
they was young boys. They went crazy on Biggie album.
But it's just they did. But when you hear Biggie's verse,
I'm just saying all four of them had crazy verses on Last Day. All of them. It wasn't like,
they was all right. They was cool. Like, you know what I mean? What's BTU? 3 niggas with hoodies and bats. They ain't shit. Like, you know what I mean? And then he came on. Who the fuck wanted squeeze? My desities make MCs freeze. Waking up in cold sweats in his dreams. You still apologizing, analyzing my size and your size, realizing a fist fight would be asinine. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like, but that's Biggie Smalls, though.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? So
that's Biggie Smalls.
But if you listen to
he arguably the best rapper of all time.
But this is what I'm saying though. Like when they came out, like Renegade was probably the first time I ever thought of these niggas like, oh, I know they can rap like that. Because I guess the Bad Boy thing probably made you take them not seriously. You know what I'm saying?
No, the Locks was crazy. They had
the Locks was alright, but it wasn't like yeah, but even with that, bro, it was like
24 Hours to Live.
Nobody like my nigga, like, yo, my nigga, this is what I'm saying. Like, right? So I remember the debates when we were younger. Like the debates we having now, we've been having those since 5th, 6th grade, right? I remember these debates. Their name never came up. Cannabis came up. Like, you know what I'm saying? At the time, everybody thought cannabis.
I'm saying back then, though, Mace was the man back then.
But Mace was nasty.
Niggas like Mace was running
about
shit.
That.
That's what I'm saying.
Mace
the
had the best
like
first on the fucking niggas that started something.
But I'm saying, the Locks was up and coming. They was smoking shit though.
They came out the same time as Mace though.
Nah, it was different though. It was different packaging. Mace was they put
his
Mace out like
I think Mace's album came out. Did his album come out first? Yeah, his album came out.
Yeah, his album came out first for sure. Cause remember he was on the joint with Diddy in them. With Diddy and on No Way Out.
But Locks had the song with Biggie, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I'm saying, look,
they came out at the same time.
Biggie, hold up, look, when Biggie album comes out, right? The second Biggie album come out, Puffy already rolling out his album already. No Way Out is already, he already got singles out. We was in 6th grade, he had them joints out.
Yeah, this is 6th grade. And the Locks had a song out with
Mona Lisa. But I'm saying, that's 96.
Yeah, and the Locks had a song out then. They had a song out with Mona Lisa.
No, but I'm saying Mace was already being he was already in the video.
He was groomed before them, yeah. But I mean, it wasn't like, yo, he came out in 95 and they came out in 97. No, they came out.
What I'm saying is
they both had songs out at the same time.
No, but if he came out first, he came out as like one guy. Like, oh, that's Mace.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And it wasn't if somebody, if a nigga said that. Yeah, but if I'm telling you, like, all right, so when they was both out, if a nigga said Mace is better than Kiss or Mace is better than Styles at the time, nobody was looking at you crazy.
Yeah, but if you said it right now, you would look crazy.
Yeah, but back then at the time,
it was on the come up.
This is what I'm saying. But back then at the time, like, you know what I'm saying?
Excuse me.
Mace was nasty, bro. Like, Mace was
nasty.
but
what I'm saying is there wasn't enough Locks material to compare. They got if this nigga's on, he all over Puff album and he got his own album. You see what I'm saying? And then it's like, oh, the Locks is on. They got a joint here and a joint there. You see what I'm saying? Nobody really knew them until the Benjamins. Or Love Big Papa. We always love Big Papa. That's when they started like, oh, the Locks. That's what I'm saying. They was up and coming. They wasn't even out with Biggie. They wasn't in no videos with Biggie. Was there? I can't think of that.
I mean, my man and brother actually had some mixtapes of these niggas, so I knew who these niggas were.
Yeah, but I'm saying
I heard them with Mace, as a matter of fact. I heard Mace plays them
people
too.
knew who they was, but they was on the come up. They didn't really blow until the Rough Riders when they started shitting on Puff and let us off with no more shiny suits and all that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Nobody like, so this is what I'm saying.
They really blew up with the Rough Rider era.
Yeah, so this is what I'm saying. Like, but when Big Pun was out, they would look at you crazy probably if you said Kiss was better than Pun at that time. You know what I'm saying? If you said Kiss was better than Raekwon at that time, niggas is probably look at you, or even Meth. Niggas will look at you nuts. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you gotta remember, Method Man was the first Lil Wayne. Or maybe Biggie. No, well, Method Man was before. Yeah, so Method Man was the first nigga that was on everybody's song, on everybody's album.
I'm trying to figure out what you meant by that one, but yeah.
Everybody wanted a rhyme for Method Man when he was out. He was known as that lyrical dude. Like, you know what I'm saying?
He was a star.
He couldn't. The only problem with Method Man was he just couldn't make his own album. But he was hot on everybody else. Huh?
All his albums are trash.
Yeah, but I mean, like, everybody knew he was nasty, so everybody wanted that verse from him. You know what I'm saying? But he just couldn't make a good album. Like, that was just his problem. He was just undelivering on his
there's a lot of guys that can't make good albums, though.
But, I mean, he had some great features, though. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, Biggie said he out-rapped him on the what, so.
He was that dude. He was that lyrical feature dude. He would come on your shit and out-rhyme you. Like,
busy.
He was on everybody's album. The only album I haven't heard him on is like, if you notice, right? See, like, I try to explain this to people. Back in the day, right? There was like a current of niggas that fuck with each other, but they didn't. I was on the other side, right? I was with Jay-Z in The Reasonable Doubt in the streets is watching, and then somewhere along the line he lost me. You know what I'm saying? But there was that group like of niggas that fuck with each other, like come on, man, we ain't fucking with that shit over there. This is like, you know what I mean? It was Nas, it was Nas, Pun, basically all the Queens rappers, Cool G, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you notice, you ain't Nori, like, you know what I'm saying? If you notice, you ain't never hear Jay-Z on no Banned from TVs. All the songs you hear him on with a collection of rappers on was his songs. He had no songs with Ghostface or Raekwon, like these niggas, like it was like, I mean, Wu-Tang, all these niggas used to look at Jay-Z like, get out, like you know what I'm saying? Back in the day. Yeah, like Just Blaze. I mean, Johnny Blaze. Sorry, excuse me. Like the Johnny Blazes, Banned from TVs.
He wasn't really featured on a lot of them joints.
He wasn't on them shits. Like, niggas didn't invite him on them shits. Cause, and then remember, back in the day when he was on Nas' dick trying to get Nas to come on his shit and all this, Nas wasn't like, no, I ain't coming on your shit. Nigga, Cardi, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't really understand the history behind it, like why they was shitting on Jigga. Because because 30 years later, they look crazy.
But no, on his type of rap. But this is what I'm saying, bro. This is how all this shit today you looking at was a snowball effect. This just didn't start.
Yeah.
Diddy, niggas didn't like that shit, bro. Even Biggie, like niggas didn't like that. Niggas basically thought what they doing was pop.
Yeah.
These niggas can rhyme, but
they was taking a lot of old hits from the 80s and
they was sampling. Niggas was frowning upon. But see, look. And this is what I'm talking about. It started deviating away from the original hip hop shit. Like, and that's what niggas frowned
trying
upon.
to get paid.
Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why niggas used to be like, yo, this nigga, like, even my, like, a lot of what I think was programmed to me, right? Like, so I was trained to think a certain way, right? Because I learned hip hop from, you know what I mean, my man, older brother was from Brooklyn, right? So, like, you know what I'm saying? So he would tell me, like, listen to this, listen to that, listen to this, listen to that. And then he would always explain to me, or he would break down lyrics, and that's how I learned rap. Like, you know what I mean? He's like, nah, nobody listen to that. Don't like this, like, you know what I mean? So the nigga would, like, you know what I mean, we hear, like, he would turn that shit off or whatever. He like, man, don't listen to this shit, bro. Like, you know, he would listen to Jay-Z all the time because he was from Brooklyn. Like, you know what I'm saying? But his whole thing was just like, yo, come on, my nigga. Like, these niggas is sampling, they stealing beats. You know what I'm saying? He's like, this nigga, but come on, man, be original. Now, I remember when what's the name, Cash Money first came out, right? The nigga was like, Juvenile, I don't know if you noticed, he had that first song, that high shit, right?
Yeah.
And he was like, yo, y'all niggas looking at this shit, the nigga's ass. He is ass. It's cool, but my nigga, nobody else is rapping like that. And he's like, I guarantee you one thing though. After he blows up, I guarantee you he never rap like that again. Like, that's his style. Have your own style. You know what I'm saying? If you got your own, that's why having your own style was, if the niggas used to get like into beef, serious beefs, like over a nigga stealing their style. A nigga they thought was stealing their style. That shit didn't fly. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, when that nigga Juvenile first came out with that hot shit, it didn't sound like nothing else that was out. He was rapping weird, like, you know what I mean? He was off beat, he was doing this, that, and that, but that was his style. Like, you know what I mean? Then he never rapped like that again. But I mean, like, I'm just saying, like, that's the way I was learning. So it was like, when I was coming up and I was starting looking at, I stopped fucking with Jay-Z after a while because I'm like, I just started seeing him get more and more poppy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, more, like, you can never question his lyrical ability. And then, of course, on his album. But like, you know what I mean? But it just started, and then eventually, the Puffs, the Jay-Z's, I mean, even Big is my man, of course. But like, when they started making songs like that and Hypnotized, it got to a point where you wasn't gonna get played unless you started making songs like that.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? And that was wrong. Like, you know what I'm saying? So then it got to a point where it just kept snowballing. It's like, all right, now you can't get played if you don't do this.
Well, I mean, the music industry took over the rap game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but they
so
didn't make
it became
nobody
about making money.
Yeah, but it wasn't always like that. If you look in 94, 93, 90, you can make songs that weren't necessarily I'm trying to think. What was the word niggas used to use again? I forgot. Commercial. You can make songs like what was considered commercial back then. Wasn't what was commercial then? Wasn't the shiny suits?
That's what I'm saying. Well, okay, let's say you Wu-Tang, right? And you make Cream.
Yeah.
Like, Cream is not a commercial record, but it went commercial. You see what I'm saying?
But it don't sound like nothing else that they was rapping. Like, you know.
Right. So once the music executive hear it, and he's some middle-aged white dude, and he hear the song, and he's like, oh well, this is the result of the song. He like, I need a song that I could bring to the radio station in Iowa, and they're gonna rock it. Like, they're not gonna play this nigga shit right here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but like, you notice,
so they got to start watering it. That's why it's like, oh, now they got David Bowie samples, and they got
it just
rock and roll samples.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. That eventually turned into what it is today.
I mean, well, that's
it
Puffy.
Kept snowballing. It started, like, you know what I mean, to a point, like, it to a point where it just got, okay, you don't do this, you don't get played. You don't do this.
You got to blame Bad Boy for that. Bad Boy started that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? But these niggas wasn't fucking with it. If you notice, like, you know what I'm saying? Remember, I don't know if you noticed, I remember a song Nas made. I can't remember the name of the song, but he was like, all I got to do is, I forgot the words he was using. Basically, he was like, yo, put if heaven was around the way. And he was like, all you got to do, he's like, put an R&B singer on the hook. There you go, a platinum CD. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then if you notice, Illmatic, no famous guest appearances. You know what I'm saying? No singers on the hooks. So then, but it didn't sell. Now, if you notice the albums that we talking about, when we talking about the impact it was written had, it's because I Ruled the World was so big. If I Ruled the World, with Lauryn Hill singing on the track.
You know, that's what I'm saying. That goes to the R&B. I mean, the the old rock and roll samples.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it just got to a point where it's like, all right, well, he felt like...
If I Rule the World, that's like a Sting record or something, right? Whose record is that?
No, that was
No,
Curtis Blow. Curtis Blow.
I'm trying to think who sample that was, huh?
It was Curtis Blow.
No, he ain't sample that from somebody else. That's not like a white record.
No,
like, you know,
it was
like
Curtis Blow. The beat, If I Rule the World was a song from Curtis Blow, and then Houdini's the beat was sampled from Houdini.
Okay.
Friends, how many of us have those?
Okay, that's the
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm trying to figure out what beat from that. There, but
the song was from Curtis Blow, but the beat was from there. Like, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah, they had to make it more poppy. That's all. You know what I mean?
Like, you know what I mean? So I mean, eventually, and that's now I'm older, and he was telling me that, and I noticed that niggas didn't fuck with Jay-Z. Niggas didn't fuck. There was like, you know what I mean? Niggas used to look at them like you know, this pun of them didn't get along with Jay-Z, and them Nas didn't get along with Jay-Z, and them.
I don't get it. Jay-Z's Reasonable Doubt ain't commercial.
No.
Reasonable Doubt is arguably.
And that's when niggas was fucking with it. But
then after lyrical album. Like,
yeah, well, I mean, he had Ain't No Nigga on it. He was fucking with Big, and then he had Ain't No Nigga Like the One I Got. No one.
Yeah, but
and then it was he said, that was, if you notice, that was his first single. So if you like, yo, that's, come on, man. That's not how, when you
he had the Hawaiian Sophie.
Exactly. When he came out before that, niggas is like, oh, that's who you are. That's Jay-Z. But that ain't you, Jay-Z. Don't do that. Ain't no Nick. Don't do that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, Reasonable Doubt.
Now, he did that to sell his album, obviously. But I mean, like, you know,
arguably the best album ever.
But that was a problem niggas had with it. It's like, you don't got to do that. Like, you know what I mean?
I mean, you know.
And then below them niggas was the niggas that simply just didn't, like, you know, the Black Stars, and them niggas didn't fuck with anything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was different. But like, or the Bush Babies, and like, you know what I mean? Shit like that. I love the Bush Babies, man. That was one of my favorite groups. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? And then it just got weird from there, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
what you think about DMX? Where you rate DMX?
DMX, I saw him ranked on something on a BET. No, it was on an MTV top. I guess it was a top whatever MCs all the time.
Is he ranked higher or lower on the list than Kendrick Lamar?
He's higher, but he was exactly where I would put him at. He's top 20, definitely.
He's top 20.
That might sound like disrespect to some idiots out there, but he was around 17, 18, 19 area. I can't remember. He was around there, but you know what I mean? I had no problem with that because I believe I can name, you know, if you like him more, you can move him up more, and I'd have no problem with that neither. But to me, you can't be in the top, because there's about 15, 16, 17 niggas that at one point was the hottest rapper out.
Yeah.
Remember.
So you saying DMX is not on the list?
couldn't have been the hottest rapper that year. So you gotta think back.
So you saying DMX wasn't that guy?
Huh?
Are you saying DMX was never that guy?
Yeah, he was that guy. That's what I'm saying. That's why he's in there.
Okay.
Like, you can't be in the top 20 if you weren't at one point considered the best rapper out, or debated as the best rapper out. Now, you got a nigga like Prodigy who, because he's in a group, probably was never debated as the best rapper at the time, but he was always in that top. I mean, at the time, you know what I mean, between 96 and 99.
Yeah.
96 and 2000 and 99, wherever you want to put it, he was probably always debated as a top 5 at that time, or top 6 or 7, at least. Like, you know what I mean? But if you look at the niggas ahead of him, ain't no shame in that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you look at these niggas is out, like Pun and Nas, and come on, like, you know what I mean? Like, there ain't no shame in being top 6 or 7.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, like, that's why, like, that if you're in that top 20, to me, like, you know what I'm saying, you had to have that moment. Like, and this is what, and then you got niggas, right? This is why I understand how niggas can rank 50 Cent so low. Then you got niggas at some point that just ran the game. At one point, 50 ran the game, son. Like, you know what I mean? 50 was so, At one point, I don't think I've ever seen a. I'm
And
gonna go
50
right.
got 2 classic albums. So I mean, how you
I've
gonna
never
do that?
seen a rapper before that was so hot that can make niggas next to him that's not good get hot. Like if a nigga there, he made niggas go platinum. Maybe he shouldn't even had a record deal, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Why
I
you
don't
gotta
think
talk
Young
about
Buck should
Tony
even had a
Yayo?
record deal, bro.
Tony Yayo is better than that, man. Come on.
No, I'm not talking about Tony. I'm talking about Young Buck. Like, come on, my nigga. Like, Young Buck shouldn't like at one
Young,
point, like you know what I mean. Young Buck had a platinum album, bro. Like, that's
so with
crazy.
Young Buck, how's Young Buck doing nowadays, man? I
I'm
heard he
just
had a
saying.
boyfriend.
He was so hot at one point, my nigga. He didn't even do features. 50 Cent was so hot at one point, my nigga. He didn't even do features, like, cause I
No,
mean,
50 messed up his career by being an asshole.
yeah.
He refused to work with anybody, and it was like, oh, all right, like
He was so busy trying to ruin people that he
yeah,
ruined
like he had
himself. That's what happened.
it could have been longer if
But
he
you
was
know
a
what is crazy?
nicer
Like, look,
guy.
when
I'm talking
you
about as a rapper.
yeah, when you get cut off at the legs, it's hard to recover. And I'm gonna explain that to get like when you get cut off from the street, when your street credibility as a rapper, not as like a gangster, but I'm just talking about as like a rapper.
Yeah.
When niggas starts like when you lose that street credibility, that's your grounding. And everything goes up from there. You start from the street. The white people and everybody else, they're the ones that buy your records, but they fuck with you because you got so popular on the street and they're trying to be cool with that. You know what I'm saying? So when he lost his street credibility as a rapper, after I think maybe probably after he went after the Locks, because the Locks were so beloved on the street, they started making niggas choose sides, and I don't think anybody really chose his side because niggas, oh come on, my nigga, you doing candy shop? How you gonna talk to these niggas? Like, you know what I'm saying? So
I mean, I
I
don't know.
always fuck with no.
Even though
I'm
the
just telling you.
massacre,
I mean, you know, this is what the argument. Like, you know what I'm saying? At the time, you know, when
but
you
even on the
argue,
massacre, he had joints that was going crazy.
my
So
nigga,
I can't
nigga,
say
I
that.
fuck with 50. I still fuck with 50 to this day. There was never a time that 50 is. I might be able, like, if I was battling myself, like, I would debate myself on him being my favorite rapper, probably besides Biggie, or like, you know what I mean? Because I mean, as long as I rock with him now for 17 years, I mean, actually, it was more like 15 years because I didn't accept him for a while. It takes me a long time to accept people. You know what I'm saying? I probably started accepting him probably when niggas stopped fucking with him. That was probably around the time I started liking him. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I first heard Guess Who's Back by 50. That mixtape or album, whatever that is. I think it's a mixtape. The Guess Who's Back mixtape.
Yeah.
It was over. It was like, oh, this dude is the real deal.
Well, when he Guess Who's
paid
Back?
before Hoopty, but I wanted to drive.
I remember Tex was the first thing that put me on 50. And you know what? He came in at a time where I was so it was so like at the time I was hearing the best lyrics I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
Like at the time, Beanie Siegel was beefing with the Locks. Jay-Z was beefing with Nas. I mean, I think you know, there was a couple freestyles from Eminem dissing niggas, and you know, battles always brings out the hottest lines, and like my nigga at the time, I think this is what 2002. My nigga, I was hearing some of the best lines I've ever heard in my life, like shit I never would hear before. The lyrical level, that's kind of to me, that's why the lyrical level went down. It went so high at one point that it was just like, I don't know, like the shit these niggas was saying to each other, bro, was so crazy that nobody could top that.
Yeah.
So it just started like, you know what I mean? And then it just was like, all right, so we just gonna accept these guys because like, you know, man, that's too good, man. That's not even realistic. I'm just gonna go out what I got. I'm not even gonna rap it all. Like, you know what I'm saying? But at one point, man, it was just, and 50 came out around that time. And he wasn't rapping like that. So it took me a while to.
If 50.
He's lyrical,
He's
but
probably
he's not. He's lyrical, but he's lyrical in a different way.
He's probably like a B+ rapper.
but he's lyrical in a different way. Like, you know, he doesn't use. I respect
Well, you
raps.
got like Jay-Z,
He's not a punchline rapper. So 50,
Nas, because Nas not really a punchline rapper, but
but Nas
Nas
uses a
got
lot of punchline. I didn't notice
he got
that,
an
but
A+ pen now.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? A+
But it's a
pen.
different kind of style. But Jay-Z is like, he got bars.
Yeah, like you know what I mean. But if you notice,
Jay-Z,
50 was lyrical too. He just wasn't up there like for instance, he made better. He ended up making better music than Benny Siegel. But Benny Siegel, man, like with him and when him and the Locks was going at each other, even like the state property niggas, when that nigga was coming on saying dub 50 and no with no draws unless they belong to a broad. Like, I was just hearing shit that I just never heard before. I was just going crazy. Like I'm like, this is nuts. This shit is so fucking good that I couldn't even imagine niggas being this good. Like, and I thought it was just gonna go up from there, and then it just stopped. But like that's the time that 50 came in. So that's why it took me a long time to actually, oh, he is rapping. Like at first I thought he wasn't even rapping. So I thought he was just gangster. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So it was just Suge Knight or some shit.
Yeah, I thought he was just gay. I thought he was just a G. So I'm like, well, he's just a G, my nigga. Like, I don't know how good he actually is because compared to the shit I'm hearing, it's just ridiculous. But like you know what I mean. But then I started to like Get Rich or Die Trying anyway.
So where you put 50 at? Where is he on your list? Is he higher than DMX?
He is DMX to me, but he's the DMX of his time. But I think he did it a little better than DMX did, because honestly, I really didn't like any. It's funny, right? Because it's like a nigga can still be going platinum to the people, and people look at him as this dude is like an artist, but it's like I'm not in the mix anymore. But when we was in high school and we was in the mix, you can get the feel, right? And you notice when people stop listening to DMX. People stop listening to DMX when we
after he made that Party Up song.
Yeah, I stopped listening to DMX.
Yo, I hate that song. Yo, DMX, that song sucks, B. Party Up sucks. I hate that song.
Like I had stopped listening to DMX probably. I never stopped listening to 50. So
y'all gonna make me lose. I hate that song.
I think before that, like I never bought a DMX album. Like, you know, I was a tough critic, my nigga. You know me. Like, you know what I'm saying? DMX first came out.
His first album is crazy.
Yeah, his first album was crazy. I love his first album.
I don't know you, then I don't fuck with you. And if you with my man,
but after that album, it was kind of like
that's the hardest line of all time.
Like after that first album, I only fucked with certain songs. I didn't want to hear a whole album of DMX.
Well, again, he went for the money, so he started making a bunch of joints for the chicks.
So I have to definitely put 50 above him, because I had a brief time with DMX, but his time was respected, and
he had demons.
His New York niggas, this is how it is with New York niggas, bro. Like New York East Coast niggas have a body of work that doesn't always include just their albums. Niggas go on other niggas' shit, and you can remember them for that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, like that's how it is with New York niggas. Like, I mean, like the only other person, like I said, like maybe down south that they can say we wouldn't agree, but they can say it because he was on a whole bunch of other niggas' shit with Lil Wayne. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, the features weren't memorable. Like we have, like when 50 Cent or DMX has memorable features, like so his body of work includes shit outside of his actual, what you gonna call it, like his actual body, his actual albums. So, you know, but and like if I have to name my top 10, and that's the only way I can give you that, you know, obviously.
Hold on. Before you give me your top 10, where you got LL Cool J?
Not in my top 10. Not my top 20. I'm not a big LL fan.
Oh my God, you should know. What about Snoop Dogg?
Not a big Snoop Dogg fan, bro. Snoop Dogg, I put Snoop in that same. Matter of fact, LL too. Nah, not LL. Not LL. But I'll put Snoop in that same, because remember how you said Nori after a certain while he started getting silly?
Yeah.
After a while, Snoop was just saying some laughable rhymes. So like he was so bad. Like, but he was making good music, I guess, like Snoop, like, you know what I mean? So, but at the time he was making hits, I wasn't respecting his rapping ability. It was QZ. I put him in that at one point. So his first album, I have to separate from the rest of his group. After his first album was different. After his first album, maybe not his first album, but around after, I would say after like 95, 96, when he joined Master P and them. After he joined Master P and them, I'd have to put him in that Missy category.
Damn.
I'm just saying, like, you know.
So you're not respecting Rhythm and Gangsta or the Blue Carpet Treatment. You're not even you don't got no time for either one of them joints.
I didn't listen to my nigga. I can't listen to an album if a nigga can't rap. I can listen to songs here and there. Like you said, he had a whole bunch of songs with Pharrell, like Beautiful and all that. Like, do you want to consider that? That's Missy category stuff to me, because that's not.
Yeah, no, I'm not talking about those. I'm not talking about those.
No, I'm saying, but I mean, he didn't have no more street joints that I like. You know what I mean? The last, like, you know what I mean. So I mean, at one point, so he had to go into that.
And what Uncle L? What you guys say about Uncle L?
I was just never.
He got at least 3 classic albums.
No, but I never listened. I never hung around anybody who was listening to an LL album, except for maybe Kyron, who was like the nigga I told you that taught me. He was big into 80s. After
so growing up, you ain't have Mr. Smith in the catalog?
I remember Mr. Smith, my nigga, but niggas wasn't respect. Niggas respected Who Shot You off of that, and that was really it. Nobody wasn't listening to none of that other shit on there, bro. I mean, not the niggas I was around, bro. Like, he never came up in the conversation. Matter of fact, niggas was making fun. Matter of fact, my cousin in them, right?
You know, he
my cousin in them. And Who Shot You? And then 4, 3, 2, 1, right?
I Shot You.
We would, I Shot You, sorry. Mm-hmm. We would play the songs. And then after we played this, and then once it got to his part, we would cut the shit off. You know what I'm saying?
That's disrespectful. Yeah, disrespect Uncle Al.
Nah, man, he was
disrespecting Uncle. You were turning off the songs when it came to his part.
Yo, bro, nobody was fucking with LL. Like, nobody, like, he stayed relevant, but he wasn't like, I mean, come on, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nobody was really.
Don't have bars, man. You gotta respect this game, man. You got to.
I wasn't a big fan of LL.
He not really our era like that, but
I mean, listen,
Uncle L.
To me, I mean, like I said, like a Cool G Rap. Cool G Rap was a nigga that never, he's still nice to this day. Like, niggas, Cool G Rap was a nigga that was on everybody's album, bro. Like,
nobody's checking for Cool G Rap.
So niggas was checking for LL more than they were checking in Cool. Niggas respected LL as a rapper more than they respected Cool G Rap. Like,
yeah.
Come on, man, stop it, bro.
You tripping? What do you mean?
Dude, nobody was doing no mob up until past. Remember, Cool G Rap came out in the 80s, bro. Back at when the time passed in 99 and 2000, he was still on a Mobb Deep album. He was still doing a song with Nas. He was still, and they were having him on their songs. It wasn't the other way around. It wasn't like he was doing songs.
I was just paying homage, man.
No, it wasn't, bro. It was because of his lyrical ability, bro. Why didn't he pay homage to LL?
I had the Giacana story and all that.
Bro, no, my nigga, you bugging.
I got the Giacana story. I got it. That's probably his last album.
My nigga, he's another nigga known for his shit on going on other niggas' shit and ripping shit.
Nah, he got bars, but I'm just saying nobody checking for him.
I mean,
you can't have him higher than LL Cool J on your list.
Why not? This is what I'm saying. To who? Like, you talking about because he didn't sell records?
Anybody list.
Because he didn't sell records, or because what do you mean?
He ain't got the albums. He don't got the albums like that. That's all I'm saying. Me and you had this debate off camera though about Cool G Rap. You know what I mean?
I think you like a rapper's rapper, my nigga. Big Pun got on one knee when he saw the nigga. Like, yo, how could you like Big Pun not like Cool G Rap? Big Pun took his style from Cool G Rap.
Listen, man, that's fine and dandy.
Big Pun is Cool G Rap. Like, you know what I'm saying? And not in the sense of Jay-Z is Kane or Biggie is Kane. Nah, nigga, Big Pun rap just like.
And that's hold up, that's disrespectful to Jay-Z and them to compare Big Daddy Kane to them niggas.
But you know how niggas say, like, you know, Kane was the Jay-Z and the Biggie of his, like that's where they got their
Yeah,
style.
I get it, but I'm just saying that ain't true because Jay-Z,
He took his style and went different with it. But Big Pun didn't even like.
he got all the bars in the world. Jay-Z's he arguably the best rapper ever.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
Most skilled rapper ever. Big Daddy
I think even Jay-Z named. What was Jay-Z's line about Cool G Rap again? I forgot. What did he say about Cool G Rap again in his line?
I don't know. No, Cool G Rap can rap. I'm not disrespecting Cool G Rap. I'm just saying he not high on my list.
I mean, but yeah, but we had this conversation before. But I mean, like, you don't have to be a commercial rapper necessarily. Like Raekwon, like, I mean, you hear niggas say like, yo, Supreme Clientele, just so they sound like they know hip hop. I put Supreme Clientele on it. To me,
that's not better. Only Built for Cuban Links is better than it.
Only Built for Cuban Links is better than it. And when he dropped,
that's the second best Wu-Tang album.
And that's why Raekwon is always my favorite. Like you know how I feel about Raekwon, but
yeah,
when he dropped Only Built for Cuban Links,
that's the second best album to come out of the
What did Ghostface drop?
Iron Man.
Iron Man, like you know what I'm saying. Iron Man was shit more to me that's better than Supreme Clientele to me. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but Supreme Clientele got what? Mighty Healthy. It got joints on there though.
It does.
Ain't Apollo Kids on there? Or was that on Iron Man?
That was a really good album. That was a really good album. But I mean, it wasn't like
Ghost reeled off like 2 or 3 good albums in a row. And plus, he had white boys with him. White boys love Ghost, so that's why Ghost gets so much love.
Wu-Tang it's weird. They got Chinese niggas. They got Wu-Tang is different. Like
they just on another level. You know what I'm saying? But 36 Chambers is the best Wu album.
Yeah, I agree. Only Built for Cuban Links is
Only Built for Cuban Links is number 2.
Then probably Wu-Tang Forever.
And then let me see. I mean, you could throw Liquid Swords in there.
You and this Liquid Swords.
Listen, Liquid Swords is a classic. All right.
It was, I mean, is that Shadowboxing was on there, right?
Exactly.
All right, well, Shadowboxing is my favorite.
Come on.
That's probably my favorite Wu-Tang song. Like, I remember when Shadowboxing hit. Everybody was like, you know what I'm saying?
It's crazy songs.
Yo, did you hear that shit? Like, you know what I mean? That shit was ill. But you know, to me, all right, I'm gonna give you. This is what I want. I don't even know if we finished your question. Actually, I don't even. We rear off.
We all over the place. We all over the place.
I try to get organized, but you know, you just can't sometimes because some shit require like 10-minute answers.
Yeah, nah, but for real.
The 3 most underrated, or let's say 5 most underrated MCs, bro.
Gotta throw Inspector Deck on that list.
Yo, my nigga, that's the main thing I was thinking about. But I was about to say that. That's crazy.
Who else is underrated?
AZ.
Inspector Deck.
AZ.
Who?
AZ.
Nah, I don't think AZ pen game is that crazy. I don't think his pen game that crazy. I don't. What?
Nigga, I know niggas that think AZ is better than Jay-Z. Nigga, AZ has like a crazy...
No, that's personal. That's a personal... They got a personal problem. There's no way... There's no way in hell that you think AZ is better than Jay-Z.
Well, AZ has stinky albums. But
that's what I'm saying. You can't... That's... No. Hell no.
But as a lyrical... I mean, AZ was in that Dead Presidents video, bro.
At your wake as I peek in... Look in your casket, feeling sarcastic. Look at him.
Yo,
still sleeping. Come on, man. AZ can never rap like that.
What?
He don't got no bars like that in his catalog. None. Tell me the line.
I'm trying to think where it starts.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't even want to put you on the spot. I don't want to put you on the spot, but I'm just saying AZ not better than Jay-Z.
You heard Affirmative Action, right?
He didn't even have this 3rd best verse on that song.
All right, so I'm not even gonna respect your opinion on that. But
he did.
You heard Affirmative Action.
He had his verse better than Cormega?
Yes.
No, his verse wasn't better than
Nas. Had the best verse on that song, nigga.
Who?
Him.
No way.
Me.
No way. No way.
You bugging. But hold on, now you got me thinking. I gotta think. I gotta get my
Yo, wait.
I gotta look at my Apple Music to get the songs out.
Get him out. You definitely don't rap like Jay-Z. This is crazy. I gotta put the lenses on for this one. What? What?
That shit is ill, but I don't want to read off the question again, but
no.
So,
who else was an underrated rapper?
OC.
Who?
OC.
OC from what? What group is he from? Where is he from?
You know group, nigga, the rapper, OC. You know OC, you know OC.
Yeah, come on,
the
man.
Nigga that was on the nigga that was on what the fuck is that?
I'll give you Expected Deck. So we agree on Expected Deck is underrated.
Yeah, OZ
AZ
is under. AZ is under.
I like AZ, but I'm just saying.
AZ's still nice. Yo, you heard that new Nas album?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. He come with it every now and then, you know what I'm saying? But
he just doesn't make good albums. But whatever.
He got the same flow on every song too.
All right, so who would you put then?
You could just take that verse and put it on that, so it's the same guy every time.
Now that's true, but it's still damn good. But
who else is underrated?
Joe Buttons. I think everybody knows Joe Buttons is nice, but nobody, like, another thing, like Papoose, like niggas don't say, like niggas can't say he can't rap. Niggas just don't like him for whatever reason you don't like him for.
These niggas is corny. No disrespect.
All right, but yo, that nigga's pen game is ridiculous.
And like I said, Joe Button's rap voice is horrible.
I don't get
like,
that.
If you just had to listen to him, like you just had to listen to him rap over the phone, like, yo, hold up, my man rapping. Somebody handed you a phone, and on the phone was Joe Button's rapping. You'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with his throat? What's wrong with his voice, son? He sounds terrible. Him, Lloyd Banks, they sound terrible.
I don't get that from either one of them dudes, Lloyd Banks and
that shit sounds terrible, man.
That nigga said.
That's just me though.
I
never could get into it. Huh?
Remember when you told Saigon when he went to jail? And he's like, yeah, you went in and tied in and came out a wide receiver.
That's disrespectful. And Joe Buttons a malcontent too. He always in beef with somebody. I like Joe Buttons, but I'm just saying, I don't like his rap voice. His voice is terrible. He don't sound good rapping.
That nigga's incredible. But all right. So sorry. So give me your Expected Deck. We agree on. So what else? Who would you say then?
I'm trying to think who's a. I don't know, because you can't really say like Styles P is underrated.
Nah, we talking about niggas that don't ever come up. Like, I've never heard Expected Deck come up, and that's a crime. Cause that nigga was so nasty.
Every year he's always bodying shit though.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Again, his album wasn't that good, but
no,
he was very good.
Because even another guy that's like that is like Sheek Louch. Sheek Louch is underrated. Because you don't think of Sheek Louch. You always think of Sheek Louch, you say he's the worst in the locks.
Nah, man, he had a couple of times when he said so. You know what? Every time I think of Sheek Louch, I think about that one line. And it might not be fair, but I just think about that one line, man. And I was just like, man, and that was bad, bro, huh?
Or the fact that he's on the song on the Rough Riders album. What's that song called? That Coconut song with the worst hook in rap history.
With my niggas with the big dicks.
Oh, I wasn't gonna say. Yo, that is the worst. I'm like, yo,
that album, that might be the most overrated album of all time.
How did you end up on this record?
That album is garbage.
Oh man, garbage.
I went through it with Tex. I had an argument with Tex, right? He's like, "You talk about it."
All right, how many songs is on the album?
Exactly, there's 20 songs on the album. He's like, "What are you talking about?" He went down the list and he was like,
20?
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one. This one. Yeah, that one was good. This one. Yeah, that one's good. This one.
If it's 20 songs that's on there, it's probably
5 good songs on there, bro.
Probably like 8 good ones on there.
There's like 5, son. There's 5 good songs.
I know the Locks got a couple.
Jadakiss is so out. The first time I started hearing niggas talk about Kiss was on the Kiss of Death.
The intro is fire.
That with the Rough Rider shit?
Yeah.
Rough Riders. Was that the intro?
Ride or die, nigga.
Oh yeah, that was the hardest song.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Jay-Z had an album
Jay-Z got a song. That's what I'm saying. He got Jigga My Nigga, I think is on there. And then what's the Lock shit on there? We that Great Minx with the hood. We trying to get money like chinks in the hood. Yeah, ask me how I'm doing now. I tell them better than them.
Yeah, I forgot. Dope Money. Rap, I think it's Dope Money. I think that's the name of the song, but that's the hook.
Yeah, that is exactly what it's called.
Yeah, but there's like
that shit.
So that it was
crazy.
And then I'll even give you the Eve song in the
what y'all niggas what?
I'll give you that song, and then I'll give you the I forgot the one with Juvenile.
It's probably. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's probably like 7.
You
maybe.
Just bust your guns. Oh yeah, we bust our guns.
Yeah, but I mean that shit was all smoke. When that shit cleared, the rest of the album was horrible.
Yeah, it's some trash on it.
Like, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I remember when that shit came out. When that shit came out, bro.
I bought a bootleg of that tape for $2.
I never bought that CD. I would I don't know if you remember, every Thursday, I think it was, every Thursday, songs, album used to come out. I think it's come out on Thursdays or Tuesdays. Tuesdays. So I used to go to Sam Goody. Pops used to drop me off, like, you know what I'm saying? Not every, I mean, he wouldn't give me $20 every week, but you know, like, you know what I mean? So he like, all right, go ahead, go.
Well, you needed it though.
Yeah, so I will go to, and I remember it was either that shit came out the same day as Murder Music. And he was like, yo, you get the Rough Riders of Murder Music. Music. Like, niggas, back in the day, niggas looking at you like, what are you talking about, bro? Would it be right? I'm saying that Murder Music is incredible, man. Like, so yeah. I mean, but yeah.
No, but I got that album for $2. I bought a bootleg cassette tape.
Yeah.
On Boston Road in the Bronx, $2.
I remember I used to have, like, before mixtapes was really mixtapes, right? We used to have these tapes. Like, like when I first heard niggas saying mixtapes, I thought they were the shits I was getting.
Yeah, like the blue joint.
They had like, they was like, I had some weird tapes, bro. There was combinations of songs on there. Bro.
Yeah, it would like blend into the songs would like blend into the
the song would blend into another song.
Clue was doing that joint in the 90s, early.
Yeah. Now I think about it, that was a bad idea. Because you never got the full song. I mean, until the song actually came out.
Or it'd be like this, the verses would be like on another beat.
Yeah, like, just weird shit. That's why I say weird shit. Like the Funk Master Flex album, like, you know what I mean? The volume of Funk. That's one of my favorite albums. Volume 2. 60 minutes of funk. Right,
that's the real mixtape. And then
exactly. And then it just evolved.
Then Clue started like
Clue was the first nigga to have a classic DJ album. That's by far the best DJ album of all time. Like that
The
Professional. I still bump that shit to this day. That shit.
I like the first Infantry album too, though, by
that was later on.
What's the white boy's name? The Alchemist.
Alchemist. Yeah. I just actually heard
the first Infantry album. That's a banger. That's a classic.
Yeah. But continue with the list though. We got Inspector Deck. We can't agree. All right. I don't think you know what when you hear him.
Underrated rapper.
J. Rue?
Who's an underrated rapper? I don't know. You know, it's because the people I would name, you might be like, get the hell out of here. Like, I don't think niggas respect Jim Jones enough, man.
All right, but I'm thinking more like OC or J. Rue.
But no, seriously. From 05 to about, what was that, 07? You can't shit on Jim Jones. Them 2 albums he dropped was crazy, man. Respect Jim Jones for that.
I mean, he wasn't really a Greek rapper, man. Like
Hustler's Poem is fire.
I'll put him in that same category as like Jeezy.
And the joint that the Summer with Miami and all of that. What was the name of that? Diary of a Summer. Fire.
Like I said, I'll put him in the same album. What's his name is Jeezy, but he might be number 1 on the list of coolest rappers ever. He might be the best dressed rapper ever. He's the one that got niggas wearing True Religions. Got niggas like Kanye West was weird when he was doing it, but Jim Jones, it was cool when he did it.
The like, best dressed rappers.
He was the best dressed rapper. Him and Jewels was the best dressed rappers. Or Fat Joe, maybe. But I mean, like, Jim Jones changed the game.
Rick
he got
Ross is
wearing religions and all this other shit.
Yeah, no, he was a trendsetter, Jim Jones. He brought Nike boots to New York and New Jersey and all that.
Yeah, he was the first nigga.
I mean, he brought all the wearing skulls and
big ass. I was about to say big ass buckle.
All the roses and all that.
I remember I had one of them shits, man. I brought them shits. I came in Texas. I was like, "What the fuck you doing, man?"
What, with the belt? Yeah, with them shiny belts on. With all them rhinestones on it. Yeah, he had the bedazzled belt on.
Yo, this is what I want to do now, right?
Flash.
Now we're gonna heat this shit up a little bit, right?
Okay.
I'm gonna do with you the same thing I was doing with the R&B dude. I don't know if you saw that. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, I caught a piece of it.
I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna put 2 rappers together. I just want to tell me who you
Excuse me.
Okay. Beanie Siegel, Big Pun.
Beanie Siegel or Big Pun? Give me Beanie Siegel.
Either way, my brother.
Even though I feel disrespectful saying that, but I'm gonna go with Beanie Siegel. Beanie Siegel.
It's not a hands down thing, though.
It's not a hands down. I know I made that decision kind of quick, but I'm gonna go with Beans. Beans probably got more songs that I would listen to than Pun does. Even though Pun's on John Blaze and he's on Man from TV. But no, give me Beans.
Okay.
Beans is from the this shit is raw.
Locks and Mob Deep.
Oh shit. Come on, son. I'm gonna go with the Locks. The Locks, they got better rappers. Now it's arguable who's the best out of the 5 rappers. You could argue who's the best, but if you at the top, it's no argument who's the worst. Havoc. So, like, you know what I mean? It's Havoc, then it's Chic, and then the other 3 is like, you know what I mean? Somebody can say Styles is 1, somebody can say Prodigy 1, somebody can say Kiss 1, but they got 2 of the 3, the best. So I'm gonna go with the Locks.
Who got better albums?
Mobb Deep got better albums.
So is that how you judge it? It's just the lyrical, or is it just?
I'm saying, see, that's the thing though. Kiss and Styles, like the best parts of their careers is just flaming somebody else's shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, you know what I mean? It's not even really like, they got We Are the Streets. They got Money, Power, Respect. Them 2 albums is both fire, but yeah, no, they made their bones bodying other people's shit. So just over their features alone, I gotta take the Locks.
Got it. Okay.
Gangsters don't die, they get chubby and move to Miami and all that. Like, you gotta respect that.
Okay. All right. What about we'll go a little later in the game. You like Game or Kendrick Lamar better?
like Kendrick Lamar better. Even though Game is more.
To me, he's nicer than him.
Nah, to me, the Game is he on that overrated rapper list. To me,
Yo,
he's like I think if you go back and listen to the Game, you'd be like, this nigga not even really saying that.
Nah, man. Did you ever hear that 200 bars, yo, when he was with G Unit? Oh,
that's what I'm saying. Everybody got, but I'm saying if you're a rapper and you make 1,000 songs, but I'm saying you got 1,000 songs. Of course, you're gonna find me 10 that's like, yo, but he got 10 that he's.
I'll take his top 10 over Kendrick Lamar's top 10.
No, because he don't have an album.
His first album, the documentary.
First of all, his best records on his 50s records.
All right, but it's on the album.
he don't got an album better than Kendrick the Good Kid, Mad City. He don't got an album better than that.
I'll take the documentary over that.
And the Doctor's Advocate? That nigga said you could taste my rims on 7 different songs, man. Somebody check. Google fact that. Google check that. On the not the Devil's Advocate, the Doctor's Advocate, he said you could taste my rims on 6 or 7 different songs. That shit out of here. He's whack. I don't like the Game after that one. It's over. He's whack. Mediocre. He mediocre.
50 DMX.
50. That's personal. Even though DMX got the hardest rap line of all time. But 50 is still 50, big full hoopty, but I wanted to drop. Ever since I heard him say that, it was over. I'm riding with him.
Jay-Z or Pop?
Jay-Z.
Biggie and Nas.
But Tupac is the ultimate rap star. If you have rapper in the dictionary, it should be Tupac's picture sitting next to the definition. Period. No, every rapper since Tupac is trying to be Tupac. Period.
Okay.
But Jay-Z, Pen Game not even close. Jay-Z.
Nas or Big?
Come on, son. That like I don't know. I don't know. I can't really answer that one. You know what I'm saying? Biggie, I say this. This is how I put it. When they was all alive at the same time, Biggie was probably a little bit better.
Okay. Wu-Tang.
But I mean, yeah.
Wu-Tang and NWA.
Wu-Tang.
Yeah,
that's a no-brainer. That's a no-brainer.
You know, Vlad TV thinks NWA is the greatest group of anything ever.
I mean, he's white. He don't know what he's talking about. You know what I mean? He's from Beverly Hills. He don't know what he's talking about. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shut up, Vlad. What are you talking about? What are you, stupid? You gonna say MC Ren? You can compare MC Ren to Ghost or Ray? No, it's not even the Jizza, the RZA, Old Dirty Bastard, Inspector Deck. That's it. You God, stop it, man. Capadon, stop it. No, it's not even. It's the stupid. It's stupid. You never bought an MC Ren album in your life.
Yeah.
Nobody ever say, "Oh, where that MC Ren at?" No, they had one rapper. How you calling them a rap group? They had one rapper.
Okay. Now I want.
No, Wu-Tang.
I want one word to describe all the rappers I'm about to name. Okay. Andre 3000.
Overrated.
I was about to say he was gonna go on my list.
Overrated. Overrated. Yeah.
We forgot to name him in that list.
He's on the overrated list too. Facts.
He might be number 1.
He might, because people actually act like he's top 10 or top 5. It's like, man, shut up. You ain't listening to Bombs Over Baghdad in the Whip. Shut up. Can't get jiggy to that shit.
Ice Cube.
Overrated. Huh?
Ice Cube.
Ice Cube. Legendary. You're a legend.
Yeah, people forget. Yeah, honestly, before I give you the next one, man, Ice Cube to me is just. He's at one point. I want to say when he first came, I liked Ice Cube.
Cause think about it. When we say NWA, he wrote all of that. He wrote all of the NWA joints.
But his first half of his great career, the first half of his career, was that so great to overwrite the second half of his career that was so bad to me?
Well,
I'm talking about. I'm not even talking about the later 2000s or anything. I'm talking about clubbing.
His career ended. His rap career ended with Friday.
Yes. Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Over. He started touching the Hollywood paper, and it was over.
Yo, my nigga, it was like.
I don't want to hear none of that West Side Connection shit.
None of that. We be clubbing.
We banging, whatever that shit was called. That
push rhymes like wait.
No.
That shit.
All that Dub C and Back 10 shit was whack.
That shit was horrible, bro.
I'm just keeping it real. But he wrote Easy Does It. He wrote Straight Outta Compton. He had America's Most Wanted, and he had The Predator. So his pen game is legendary.
Is he in your top 10?
No. No, he's not.
Okay.
Shout out to Ice Cube though, but he's talking about top 10. That's ridiculous, no.
All right, so the word for him is legendary. Right?
I'm gonna give him legendary though, but yeah.
Okay. Twister.
I don't know. Yeah, I really don't have no feelings for Twister, to keep it real. You know what I mean? I like Pope Pimp, you know what I mean? And I remember when Is That Your Chick? You know what I'm saying? But I can't listen to a whole album of that shit.
So what's the word?
Annoying. It is
Bone Thugs and Harmony.
I don't want to hear that shit. I can't listen to an hour of that.
Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Bone Thugs and Harmony are. It's not one word, but it's a phrase. They're ahead of their time. They're ahead of their time. That whole sing-songy, you know what I mean, melody-driven, that shit is what's popping right now. So they kind of like precursors to all of that.
Sticky Fingers.
Grimy, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I'm a B-boy, standing in my B-boy stance. Hurry, give me microphone before I bust in my pants. What? What you want to do, boy? Buck. What? Huh?
I forgot about him. He's on the underrated list too.
Yeah, nah. Shout out to Sticky. He's one of the grimiest rappers ever.
Okay.
Just grimy. But he's nice though. He's nice, but you know, he had a short run though. His run was short.
Nah, that was pretty. I mean, up until I think Shut 'Em Down was the last relevant album they had, right? So, I mean, nobody was playing that solo album was weird, but
But I like Sticky though. The first couple albums was crazy.
Yeah, up until from 93 to 98. Yeah, I guess that is pretty short, right? No, whatever.
It's short when you look at, I mean, we look at it now, it's like niggas had 30-year careers. It's like, oh yeah, that little, you was hot for 4 years.
Yeah. Redman.
I like Redman. I don't know. Funk Dot. I don't know. I don't even know a word to describe the Funk Dot, man. You know what I mean? Dirty. You know what I mean? Just thinking some great on me, some nasty, you know what I mean? Remember they used to put their boogers on your ice and all that? They
yeah, the peanuts up their nose and shit.
Yeah, it was just wild. Like, you know what I mean? It was wild.
All right.
Have you seen them in concert? I don't know.
Nah,
I seen a lot of these people we mentioned, I see them perform live too.
I want your top 6 groups.
My top what?
6.
My top 6 rap groups?
I don't think 5 is enough, so I'm gonna go one more. I'm gonna give you a +1.
I'm gonna go Wu-Tang number 1. I'm gonna go to Locks number 2. I'm gonna go Mobb Deep 3. NWA's 4.
You put Onyx in your top 5?
Nah, I probably would go. Yeah, that's hard, son. I want to give you 5, so I got
Wu-Tang,
the Locks, Mobb
Deep.
Deep. Who's the 4th one I had? NWA.
No EPMD.
Nah, if I had to go like super old school, I probably would go Public Enemy. Public Enemy. I mean, because you got Outkast, right? You got
EPMD not in your top 5, huh?
Nah, I can't. That's.
Remember, they had relevance up until.
Yeah, but that's that 4-finger ring shit. I'm not even gonna front like I'm riding around. I got some of the shit in my
nigga, what you talking about?
No, I'm saying I got some of the joints on my playlist, but I'm saying the headbangers and all of that.
What about the older stuff? What about
you got Still and all? That's what I'm saying. That's that 4-finger ring shit.
Yeah, but even after that, bro, what about like
Symphony 2000 and all that?
Symphony 2000. That's 2000. What about the joint? That was 97. Then they were back in business, bro, when they came back in 97, how big that shit was?
Oh, I'm wilding. Number 5 is Tribe Called Quest. I'm wilding. Tribe Called Quest is 5. So I got Wu-Tang, the Locks, Mobb Deep, NWA, and Tribe Called Quest.
You know who's one of my favorites? They just wasn't that lyrical.
Who?
Lost Boys, man. I got 2 Lost Boys albums on my Apple Music. Lost Boys got some classics.
Renee. They had the Lifestyles of the Rich and Shameless.
I remember when Music Made Me High came out, bro. That's another one of the things that everybody was bumping. That Music Made Me High.
Then you had
when I ran down the list of how many songs they got, my nigga, that shit was crazy.
Smith and Weston had a little run.
So yeah, I was about to say. So you know my favorite.
There's a lot of rap groups.
You didn't put Boot Camp Click in there?
Yeah, I was gonna say Boot Camp Click is around there, but nah, they wasn't better than Tribe though. I don't think. Nah, Tribe had more joints.
Tribes. I mean,
They shit was a little soft, but
No.
Cause I could have put Gangstar, but Gangstar only got one rapper.
No, I'm saying, but Boot Camp
B and
Click, my
Rakim
nigga,
is
if you
one
go down the
rapper.
list of, so if you had the list like of 20 songs, like if you had a list, bro, Boot Camp Click's list, their catalog is crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no doubt.
Their catalog is crazy. I mean, I listen to more Boot Camp Click than I listen to NWA.
It's probably like the same amount of songs. It's probably like 10 songs a piece.
What? Oh, you mean just from Boot Camp Click, not like the not like the break-off joints, not like the Smith and Wessons and
No. I'm just saying, like,
okay.
You had a little, you know what I mean? They 10 best songs and you took they you know what I mean? It's like, okay, you probably had like around 10, 15 joints per camp when they was hot. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Boot Camp Click is kind of like Dipset, right? Because if you got like
I didn't even think to add
I'm saying if you got Dipset, right? Is Jim, like you said, your Jim Jones songs or just the Dipset songs?
Yeah, no, I would just take
I can understand if you're talking about just Boot Camp Click, period, I can understand you leaving them out. But if you're talking about the group's collective catalog,
no,
they gotta be like top 3, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
They had to run. There was a lot of them.
All right, so that's you couldn't think of, so I give you 6. It's a 5 plus 1.
Crisscross. You know what I mean? Chris, that's my cousin. I gotta rep my cousin, man. Crisscross, baby. Make him jump, baby.
All right, let's go 7 then.
Let me see. What's another good rap group?
What? We just named them.
I'm not thinking of someone other than what we named, though.
You didn't name Onyx. You didn't name Lost Boys. You didn't name EPMD. You didn't name Boot Camp. Nigga, you didn't name or if you want to break them down, shit. G Unit.
That's what I'm saying. I don't really consider them as a rap group.
Okay. You didn't name
I feel like I'm missing somebody.
I feel like you missed.
Can't Blow, nigga. What's up? Lucchini falling from the sky. What's up? Can't Blow.
Man, went out.
No, I don't know. I only got 5, man. I don't know, man. Give me 5.
Nah, I'm with that. That Camp Blow shit was tough. Don't give me yes, swing. I got mine, and that's the thing.
I'm trying to think who else.
I don't hate players. I'm from the Crown Rhyme Sayers. Whatever, kid, nigga. Oh, that's my nigga.
The Young Guns was a good group. They had 2 good albums.
I think we're missing some real great groups.
Like I'm trying to think.
Like when we look back on this shit, we go like, oh,
be mad, obvious. Like, yo, how you ain't see them?
Yeah.
But it ain't the Goody Mob though. I ain't gonna throw the Goody Mob in there.
With it. All right, so let's go with female rappers. Give me top 5.
The top 5 female rappers. I mean, Foxy. Fox Brown. Lil' Kim. Foxy Brown, Lil' Kim. Eve.
Okay.
Nicki Minaj. And Queen Latifah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna say this. By far, the best rapper is Lauryn Hill. She's by far the best female.
But I mean, to me, Lauryn Hill is not really she a rapper and a singer though.
But her MC, just her MC skills, she's by far the best rapper.
Oh, well, if you want to include her as an MC, then yeah, she is take Eve off the list and put Lauryn Hill.
Number 1. Number 2, Lil' Kim probably has to be number one. There's no rapper, period. You say everybody wants to be Tupac, but there is no other rapper you can think of. Every female rapper that came out to this day now acts like Lil' Kim.
She the female Tupac.
Like there is no, I've never seen like every single rapper that comes. I mean, think about what rap before Lil' Kim came out. She was the first one to be nasty. Now Salt-N-Pepa might be like, oh, I might suck you. Woo! She was the first one.
Yeah, Adina Howard, but Adina Howard wasn't a rapper though.
Yeah, but she wasn't even her. She didn't use the language that Lil' Kim used. Like
no.
She was the first one, and then all these other people, then Trina, and all these people. Like every single rapper that came out after Lil' Kim to this day still tries to be Lil' Kim. There's only a couple that you can name that aren't in her category.
I definitely got to put Lauryn Hill on there. You're right, over Eve. Lauryn Hill over Eve.
And then I think, me personally, I mean, Rod Digger, man, that Dirty Harriet. Rod Digger was just a nasty rapper, yo. She was nasty as hell.
Shout out to Rod Digger. I like every now and then I'll see Rod Digger at Costco or something. She be in there shopping.
Rod Digger was like, when I think of female MC, when I think of best female rappers, she might not pop in my head. But when I think of female MC in the dictionary, Rod Digger pops up for me. You know,
I gotta go with I gotta go with Foxy though. Is the number one.
Number one.
I will go with Foxy as the number one.
Well, Lil' Kim has the best albums.
She was raw. You know what I mean? She was like on some sexy shit, and she was thorough. Like she was gangster. Like she was a little more thorough than Lil' Kim was. Lil' Kim
was thorough, my nigga.
But Lil' Kim seemed more like manufactured. You know what I mean?
Well, Lil' Kim is thorough, my nigga. Lil' Kim was a G. You know
No. Shout out to they 1 and 2. To me, they 1 and 2. You can't really like. I can't say another female rapper is better than one of them two, other than maybe Lauryn Hill. But when I think of Lauryn Hill, I think of singing. Like her solo album is an R&B album.
I mean, half of it, but that what's the name song was crazy. You ever hear it?
She got bars though. I mean, yeah. Once you said Lauryn Hill, it's like, yeah, you clearly. She got the best pen out of the 5 that I named.
Yeah.
And you got to respect Queen Latifah because, you know what I mean? Her career is big time. So.
Yeah, she's in that LL Cool J lane. For
me. You got, you know what I mean? Throw the old heads a bone, you know what I mean?
Where do you rank Rakim in your MC? Well, give me a top.
Rakim bars.
Huh?
Rakim got bars, but he don't got staying power though. You know what I'm saying? Like when you start comparing other guys to him, it's like they got 10 albums I could listen to, and you got 3.
Well, Rakim got that whole Nas thing going on. He's lazy with he's mad particular with his albums, son. Like,
yeah, but he's
too 5-6 years to make an album.
Yeah, you taking too long. Like you know what I mean? Rap is
rap
like,
them past you, bud.
Yeah, rap is fast. Like we can't sit here and wait for you to get 10 songs together, nigga. We on, you know what I mean? Especially because nigga, look, he ran into the Wu-Tang. They came out with 5 albums in a year. It's like, we got a group album, then everybody in the group got an album.
Everybody thought that it was about to be big with him and Dr. Drake. You know, that's like Dr. Dre's favorite rapper. You know what I'm saying? Dr. Dre saw him. He was trying to get him to do certain shit, but the nigga just.
I heard one song on Aftermath.
Yeah,
that was on Jay-Z album.
Yeah,
Watch It Too. That was like the only song I heard from him.
They dismantled the album because this nigga was like, he was just mad, like, I won't say lazy, I guess, but from what I hear, like he was just mad, like
he putting too much thought into his raps. Oh, you know who's underrated? Black Thought is underrated.
Oh yeah, that's if I had to write it down.
He'll rip your ass apart, pause.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And nobody really reaching out to him for a feature and nothing like that. So
no, Black Thought by far. Yeah, Black Thought.
Black Thought is an underrated rapper.
It was when he came up, somebody else came up in my mind. I just forgot him.
Lupe?
Never Lupe, man.
I like Lupe's first 2 albums. And After that, it was kind of like, yeah.
You know what's crazy? You can be weird, and niggas will give you more props for being weird than they will you if you're just a regular rapper. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it's like, yo, just because you acting different don't mean that that's cool or that is interesting. You know what I mean?
Like, yeah, it was like,
There's
I
nothing
mean, I
cool or
hate to
interesting
use the
about
what's
Lil
name.
Uzi Vert.
I hate to use the, like, you know, Jay-Z, just because you wear kufi doesn't mean that you're bright. Because you don't understand him doesn't mean that he's nice. He just happened to be wrong about the person he's talking about. But in theory, he's right.
He played that game with the wrong guy.
Yeah, it was the wrong guy that he's talking about. But in theory, he is 100% correct. You know what I'm saying?
Right. No, I agree.
But,
yeah, that's how, like, when you talking about like a cannabis or one of them type rappers, it's like, yo, just because he got all them words to say doesn't mean that he's great. Like and this is probably controversial too. J. Cole. I hate J. Cole.
I
hate J. Cole.
He's just not my type. I can see why somebody would like him, but he's just not my type of guy.
He is the most. He to me, he on that overrated list.
He's on there.
It's
Yeah,
like
people put him in the top 10. So hell yeah, he's in that overrated list.
He's overrated to me. You flip that light on?
Yeah, nah, I can't get down with Jay. Not my type of guy.
Yeah, here we go. Thank you. Yeah, what else we got, E?
Man, we gonna wind it down, bro, because we got a good.
We didn't even talk about the NBA, man. We got to do a part 2.
Man, we can get back on tomorrow.
Part 3. This is part 2. We got to do a part 3.
Oh, it's definitely, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm off during the day, bro.
Definitely got to talk about the Brooklyn Nets, baby. Oh, they're trying to take over.
Definitely.
And I want to talk about that bum ass Giannis. He ain't going nowhere.
Well, they made some not horrible moves. They upgraded, but it was kind of like
moves.
They went from like
they made a bunch of sideways moves.
Huh?
They made a bunch of sideways moves.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? They just
traded a bunch of garbage for a bunch of garbage like they did something. Yeah, Giannis is out of there.
Yeah, that shit was whack, man. They could have. I mean, the only thing they can do now maybe is go get Russell Westbrook somehow, I guess. Just in name. So they can be like, yo, Giannis, come on, man. I got
you. Did that already.
Huh?
They should have did that already.
Yeah. I can't see them doing, I mean, because that's a place where Russell Westbrook could take over and Giannis isn't a ball handler. Like he's not a usage guy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like he doesn't have to have the ball in his hands. I don't even think he wants the ball in his hands, but like so Russell Westbrook can go over there and do whatever he wants.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So that might be good for him. And then Giannis can play off of him. So
hold on, we're gonna say that for the next episode. But look, the top 5 producers in rap.
Oh, obviously Premier, Pete Rock, Premier, Pete Rock, Large Professor,
Large Professor.
Yeah, man, he's gonna do all that shit.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Havoc, maybe. Let me not get too hip hoppy with it, but
His shit is very boom bap, my friend.
Definitely.
Say Jay Dilla, nigga. What the...
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but he's kind of like a spin-off of. All right, well, yeah, I'll go with obviously Dr. Dre.
Wait, hold on. Okay, that's 5. That's 5.
Nah, because one of them I didn't. Did I take
you
that?
Said Pete Rock. You said Large Professor. You said Premier.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Dre.
Yeah, it's 4.
4.
I took back Havoc.
You had Havoc, right.
I'll give you 6. Pharrell and Alchemist.
Okay. All right.
I mean, I would say RZA, but he just gets weird, man.
How you don't have Rizzo on the list?
Cause like he got weird with it, man. After a while, like if we just talking about the regular '90s stuff, yeah. But then he started getting into. Maybe he ruined Wu-Tang was mad at him because maybe he wouldn't let them go outside and beat for other beats, and then his beats.
Yeah, but still,
his beats was getting whacked. So he started making these sounds. Maybe he started making them sounds, and he got weird. Remember?
He got some bullshit. He got some bullshit, but I'm saying everybody got some bullshit.
No. I mean,
you gotta put him on the top 5 though.
He got on some. He's like that Ice Cube though, man. Like, you know, how Ice Cube, his first half was legit, but then the second half was so bad, man. It's like can you? It's you was equally as bad in the second half of your career as you was good in the first.
You ain't say Swiss either. What about Swiss Beats?
I'm a big Swiss Beats fan. A lot of his shit, if you listen to,
not a big.
Like Money Cash Hoes, it's just like a dun.
I'm not a big Timberland fan.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Huh?
Timberland. I'm not a big Timberland fan.
Well, no, Timberland is actually better than. When I went down the list of shit he actually did, like he didn't just do some of that weird stuff that he does, like that.
Yeah, he got a lot of
that Nelly Furtado stuff, but he
got some bullshit.
He was some shit he did for Jay. I didn't know. I didn't even know until I saw the movie. I was like, oh, hold on, I forgot he did do that. He did that beat. So I didn't know he could do that type of shit.
Yeah,
did some shit for Nas. That's one of my favorite beats he did with Nas. That shit was.
What's up?
He didn't owe me back. So I like that. That beat was tough to me. When I first heard that shit, I had never heard nothing like that before. He did a whole bunch of R&B shit. He did all Aaliyah shit.
Yeah, but I'm not a big fan of Timberland's rap. His rap shit is like, there's a lot of, like you said, them weird sounds and all that. He come with a lot of them weird sounds. But I'm putting the Rizzo on my list, man. I'm putting the Rizzo up there, Pharrell, Dre, Kanye, and probably Premier. I'll take them 5.
I mean, Kanye did a whole album with Nas, and that shit was he didn't deliver on his part. Like, I guess Nas.
That's bipolar Kanye with on the medication and all that. Like, you know what I mean? He not the same guy anymore.
But that's Nas, man. You can't do that to Nas, bro. How you like? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean he getting high. You know what I mean? So we can't go with that one. Can't go with that. But Kanye got.
His stuff
I take over.
Yeah, I mean, but his stuff is weird too. When you look at it, like, a lot of that, or like it's like one of those beats that you would hear with those, one of those poetry jams. Like, you know what I'm talking about? That's how we stood. His first.
Some of that too. Yeah, no, he got some of that.
Or even that, like, you got some Marvin Gaye, like it's like, damn, brother, that was too much for me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
He was doing too much chopping up.
Yeah, like I didn't. And then, when he wants to get busy, I guess he can get busy. But when he gets weird, he gets weird. So I don't know.
He does his thing though.
Definitely.
What else?
I think we pretty much cover all aspects of the game, my brother.
We would do a lot. We would do how many? We had like
almost 3 hours, right? Or 2 hours, 2.5 hours, maybe.
Like 2 hours.
What time? 6?
It's 6 o'clock. We started at what? 4?
3:30, I think, right?
Or 3?
We tried to get on it.
We was having technical difficulties at first. Couldn't hear each other and all that.
Yeah, but
and my lighting was off. I had to change locations and all that.
Yeah, nah, that shit was actually it's a long episode. We're gonna have to chop this up.
Yeah.
Definitely, man. You know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to think it before I let you go. There's one more thing I want to ask you.
Okay, all right. I got one more. What's the best diss record of all time?
Hit him up. I'm not even a Tupac fan like that, but Hit 'Em Up is probably the most.
Hit 'Em Up.
Yeah, like I don't even like if you want the lyrical, like Ether and Takeover was lyrically better, but Hit 'Em Up's impact, I guess, and it's just like you know what I mean. We never
What was
heard
50?
that like
What is 50? What then 50? What was 50 this record?
Back Down.
Back Down.
Yeah, that shit was tough.
And it's some joints though.
Yeah, that was top.
What got a
But then after a while, this song started becoming freestyles.
Yeah. You just getting bombed on nonstop. Like they making whole mixtape shitting on each other.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying.
But like Jada Kiss, what was this shit that he Animal? He had the joint called Animal, getting that 50.
That was horrible.
He was crazy on
it. With that shit, I'm like, oh man, come on, you can do better than that.
I mean, the beat was whack. He had like that disco beat.
No, but what Animal?
Yeah, the Animal.
That's from 50's song Animal. 50 body that.
Yeah, no, I know, but I'm saying that beat was kind of but he went crazy.
50's, I mean, it was like, "Father, swap your lips like seafood." Like, it was like, yeah, man, he could have did better. He didn't come.
Can I get a mic check? You don't stand a chance in the dance with me, dog. Your steps ain't right yet. Why that nigga's going crazy? You hate Ed.
Some of his bars that can be forgotten, but nah,
he had
better songs than that, nigga. His songs, nigga. His fucking the shit. Him and Beanie Siegel's shit was incredible. Like,
oh yeah, no, but that's too. That was like, oh, they're gonna kill each other.
That was incredible, man.
I don't know how they survived that without shooting each other.
Yeah, that shit was incredible, brother. But that brought out like these niggas is angry, but that brought out the best lyrics.
And see, that's why earlier when I said Beans over Big Pun, it's like it's like it's just too much. It's too much. You know what I mean? He has so much more material than a Big Pun. Big Pun got like 40 songs. Beanie Siegel probably got 400 songs.
Yeah, but you know, I mean,
and it's not like he only went hard on a couple of songs. Like,
I never take a points away from a nigga because he died. That's just cruel. I don't do that.
No, you can't. No, but it's just like it's unfair to the non-dead nigga. If you don't, you see what I'm saying? Like, how long we gonna say Biggie is the best ever when it's like 20 years after his death, Jay-Z still dropping bangers?
No, because what you can do is easily just take top 20 and top 20.
That's what I'm saying. That's still not even fair.
All right, but yo, man, my kids is back.
No, I seen the wife storm through. I know, you know what I mean? I know what that's all about.
Yeah, I got you.
Till next time, folks. You know what I mean?
Peoples. Peace.
Tune in, like, share, subscribe, comment below. Let us know what you thinking. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
And we'll be back the next time. We coming back with that NBA talk.
Exactly. Peace.
You know what I mean? Yo, Ed, holla at me, B.
All right, dude.
Holla.
All right.
How do we turn this off?